started.
Alright, I'm currently just looking at some stuff here. Also, she also sent me this alongside it, which is because I have some because this is a bit interesting of a subject because I haven't seen a lot in most of the media I consume. And as an idea, it's interesting. Even though I don't have, even though I'm not, even though I'm not trans myself, it's a very interesting video as she sent me. So yeah.
I'd actually expect you to be a very big cinemaphile.
You'd be surprised how much time I had on my hands as a kid, how few movies I watched. It was mostly watching
Eh,
Stargate SG-1, which I still remember to this day, and I do not regret because it was a fun series.
you're talking to someone who saw all of the Dungeons and Dragons movies, including the one that was written by that Christian Christian guy who did that book. Lit.
What a shame. I'm so sorry, mate.
I actually thought it was hilarious.
Yeah. Let's see here.
I always preferred sci-fi over not sci-fi. I always preferred fantasy over sci-fi.
Yeah.
Star Wars being a big exception, though.
Let's see here. Oh, almost forgot to set it as a loop. There we go. Let's see here. So, I guess we can start right about now. When we last left our group of mercenaries and possibly heroes, you had just, well, escaped or left, started traveling alongside the forest before you were. You had you were met with a not so difficult decision of helping a mysterious, very clearly supernaturally, very powerful uh, entity against a very clearly an unfriendly, actively hostile entity. Let's see here. That being said, the fight was long fraught, and well, not long fraught. It was a bit short, but it was certainly very well ended with granting the finishing blow to the Queen of Serpents, who, after your group assisted,
Nick.
after despite some of your group's one member in your in particular's fear of such creatures, granted you certain boons while you're on in this land. One, one of them being that no creature, while you're here, will be actively hostile towards you. Essentially, a passive animal, not animal friendship, but it's something similar to it. And a second, that if any entity, while you're here, starts hunting you down or starts looking for you in particular or in general, then you will be alerted to their title or name if it would be common knowledge to anyone here in these lands, as well as their general appearance by a serpent that, or at least again for the rattlesnake that for the time being will be accompanying you. Let's see here. You were also informed of how do I put this? After contacting the central command, so to speak, of you and informing them of your what you found and your current state of affairs, you are informed to lock down for your own well-being, hold out for till further notice due to the magical ice. One of the magical items you had being essentially a magnet for extremely powerful entities from this region. That being said, uh, yeah, you guys started setting up encampment. You used the remaining, well, not quote unquote, not used, but you, uh, yeah, you essentially gained the possible temporary allegiance of some of the assassins that had attempted to kill you, to assist you in your watches. Or it's not so much assist, but essentially they watch over you and alert you of any oncoming threats. That should not be wild animals. Excuse me. And with that, the session continues.
Quick question.
hmm
Remind me what was what he hunters, with the babies thing?
Well, you may not be able to get them back, obviously, but
I mean, the point is to get rid of them.
yeah. Well, or store them away in a place that will hide their presence from powerful entities.
So the only downside to taking away the points is that we get rid of the points.
Yeah. Well, essentially, yeah. You could also use them for, well, because you were, at least one of you was informed of it. If I remember correctly, it was Mark's character, where you essentially would not be able to use them in essentially a auction house for usually inhabited by extremely powerful entities for almost anything you can dream of value to any other element entity. But yeah, I believe you are attempting to make contact with your what was it? Your yes, your quote unquote patron with to see if you can exchange these for something, or at least get rid of them quickly, if I remember correctly. Yes.
Yeah.
And
Make
also removing the mark on the ladies.
yes. Wait, sorry, you were saying, Flutter?
Yeah.
All right. Make a. What would this be?
Any problem.
Oh, okay. Yeah. While I think of that, so Alex, what is Norline going to be doing for the time being, uh, with the encampment?
Well, seeing how we got time to kill, I'm gonna be crafting some alcohols to fill that tanker of laser saltus I got with, I'm gonna be specifically crafting really strong stuff.
All right. Benor will request to go out into the forest and start chopping down trees to, well, in her words, create fortifications, uh, in case to give the group an upper hand in terms of defensibility. Instead of just having a building. Yeah. Oh. Oh dear. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I do.
Yeah. So, gosh, you'll do such unless you have anything. Unless you request her not to do that, that's what she will do.
Well, some sort of verification and cover would probably be a smart idea.
Yeah.
Whether it be half cover or three-quarters cover or something is
Yeah.
better
It's
than
good.
nothing.
Essentially, she's going to be making spiked barricades. So she will request if you'd allow her armored. From what we can hear you loud and clear. She'll request
Yes?
from you all to check your axe, so that way she may be able to, at the very least, start chopping down some trees.
What check takes out both axes? Pick one.
She'll take the, well, she'll take the hand axe. It's a bit more useful for her.
Just hands it over.
Alright.
Let's face it, even without a weapon, a barbarian is dangerous.
Yeah. I mean, and even without any weapons, they've always got their fists. Which they may not have damage dice for, unless you pick out a certain feat. But they can certainly hurt. So yeah, she'll start hunting around. She'll start making a survival check to find some trees to chop down and split and stuff.
And then, but actually there was something I wanted to do before trying to contact my patron. My
Of course.
quote-unquote patron.
Yeah.
And that was, I wanted to try to hunt around for, to see if it was possible to gather enough herbs and oils and such to let someone has to have themselves.
Ah. Okay. Make a survival check in that case.
Oh wait, I'm not in after all.
Oh dear. I'll roll for Benor. There we go. Yep, we can hear you. Let's see.
Hmm.
Let's see.
I'm going to ask my new space familiar to help me out. Well,
Alright, they'll assist you. Gladly. Alright, so that'll give you advantage on this check, especially since this is their native land, so to speak.
maybe I should give it assistance.
Alright. If you're proficient, then that would be a possibility, but I don't think you're... Yeah. So yeah, they'll... Yeah, and also they don't... Actually, they... Yeah, the only reason they'd be able to give you assistance is because they're native, so... they don't have like the actual proficiency in survival, so yeah, roll survival with advantage.
There's the program starting one.
Hmm. Let's see. Okay. All right. Let's see.
Connection with the server has been interrupted. Let's hope that's not a problem.
Jesus Christ, roll 20. Why are you like this?
Because roll 20 kind of sucks.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've returned.
Welcome back.
9.
Yes. All right, 9. There's not a lot to find. Again, you with your Lemurian's assistance, you let's see here. Paladin, what do you have access to it? No, it's only cleric. You really don't know that much about what to look for, so you pick out. So you sort of like find these odd trees with sap, and sort of bottle it up and sort of pick out these really nice, very nice smelling, nice looking flowers, and pick them out because they could probably be grinded up into herbs. Grind up some of the herbs that you found, and maybe made into incense, possibly. But yeah. So let's see here.
Too bad I couldn't make it.
Yeah. This is less. This is more. Using knowledge to extract stuff or using instinct to sort of extract stuff from the environment rather than using general knowledge, since there's not exactly a lot of knowledge of like what's edible here. I mean, aside from those fruits that you found, yeah. So let's see here. All right, and alrighty then. So, he's not here, but Master's not here. But I will roll for him to assist in terms of finding these similar herbs.
Well, he said he'd be in shortly, so I don't know if he's just got caught up by something or.
I mean, in case he has, then I'm just gonna roll for this at the very least. It's like, I hope it's not too much of an intrusion. Let's see, normally, excluding guidance, because
Still 28, right?
28. So yeah, let's see here. Alright. It's not a lot, but she finds about 10 gold pieces worth of what... I mean, it kind of makes more sense for the druid / warlock. Kind of guesstimate, like, more expensive stuff with her knowledge of nature. As she essentially manages to extract about 10 gold pieces worth of herbs and oils and incense. Natural herbs, oils, and incense for the hollow spell. DC for this being... I mean, this is a resource-rich environment, so the DC is 12. So, yeah.
Like, how rich are we talking about?
What's that going to do? I'm so sorry.
Woodchick is pretty much... As weird as this sounds, he's interrogating without interrogating.
Just asking questions about asking questions from the tiefling former assassins.
Yes, like if they have family, that they could go back to, stuff like that.
In terms of family, it's more or less they have quote unquote families. I say quote unquote because to them, the concept of families do exist. It's just they essentially live under a cult of the Scorpion Queen. Essentially, a long time ago, their people used to actually control a good chunk of this world, a good chunk of this of their known world, and were actually very powerful. But a war with outside forces resulted in a complete destruction of their entire civilization. So they've been forced to align themselves with darker forces, queens and kings of the animal, what they call the animal courts, and as well as other entities that exist to actually survive. And nobody knows exactly how many people were lost, but they know a lot of them have been lost. As in, to the point where, unless they're outside of the cult, and if they're not hunting down any specific people, they'll almost never see any other tieflings other than their own family or anyone from their cult.
And I'm guessing to be a part of one of the Scorpion Queen's assassins is a big honor.
It says it's almost as much of an honor as it would be to become a priestess or direct servant to them. At the very least, they can be their blade and die for her, for being so gracious as to essentially hide their families and the such. But yeah, it's nice enough for them.
And I'm guessing that us offering freedom is kind of an insult.
It's on par with dangling food over their head and denying it, because the reality of the situation is they're not free. But they'd rather be alive and be able to return to their family and be able to take care of their families than free.
We will do our best to try and free you. Though I am unable to promise anything.
Even though you seem like good people, which is rare for anyone in their cult, very selfless, but they weren't expecting anything less. They made their choices, they know the consequences of it. It's as long as their brothers and sisters can continue to live and, at the very least, be healthy, and that's more than enough for them. Let's see.
He nods. And he goes out to get food. Hello? Did I die?
Sorry. I think on my audio cut out a bit. Continue.
Oh. Afterwards, he just nods, gets up, and goes. Is there, he goes out to try and get food for the party.
All right. Make a survival check, unless you'd wish to procure some more of those fruit that two of your party members found.
I believe a little bit of protein would be quite enjoyable. So,
survival in that case to start
and
tracking for
yeet.
food. All right, 10. Again, it's a plentiful land for something like this. It's not that hard to track something. So you know those capybaras that people that are super friendly?
Yes.
You managed to find one. It's very portulent, very old looking. Relatively healthy, aside from its old age. Just vibing on top of what appears to be some sort of alligator.
Lurgic sees this and goes, nope, 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 nope. I don't know anything about the flora and fauna. No.
Yeah, I mean, aside from like some horns on occasion on its body, it seems like it's behaving as expected of a capybara.
Yes, but Warchick doesn't know how aggressive these alligators are.
Yeah, you may end up provoking them by accident, but you managed to turn tail and retract some or else to another, probably noticeably older capybara that's just vibing underneath the sun. Doesn't appear to have noticed you.
Well, Warchick will try and hit it with a javelin.
All right, roll to hit.
Yeet.
All right, that's a 17 that hits, and you don't need to roll damage actually, because it literally I have the stat block for capybara and capybara adjacent creatures. Yeah, they have less than 4 hit points, so yeah, that'd kill it. You easily just toss the javelin and stir, and yeah, you managed to uh, kill it in a single
Thunk.
blow. Yep. So humanely. So make a survival check for skinning and gathering up the meat.
Alright, everyone wish me luck.
24.
Er,
It's very easily done. The hide is a bit tough, but nothing your sheer your sheer strength can't literally tear off the skin from the flesh. Allows you to essentially. Oh God. Have any of you played Red Dead Redemption?
Yes.
Yeah, it's that skinning animation for rabbits. You just literally grab one end and just yep, in one swift motion.
That's actually a legitimate way of skinning something.
Yeah, I'm not saying it isn't. It's just yeah, it's very easy, especially for your muscle, your pure strength. So yeah.
Like, how big of a capybara are we talking about?
Let's see here. About the size of a small dog. Not like a chihuahua. Think oh God. Oh God, I'm trying to think of this.
Like corgi or something?
More like a pit bull. Yeah. I don't know. Survival.
I use that as a comparison letter.
Yeah. About the size of a pit bull, small pit bull, essentially. Yeah, it's enough to at least feed everyone in the campsite for about the rest of the day.
Neat.
You do notice that it was very clearly blind, and so probably explains as to why they didn't notice you.
Thank you for making me feel bad about it.
It was also old, so at the very least, you didn't harm the environment all that much.
Auntie,
Oh, sorry.
thank you.
Let's see. Let's see here. Okay, that's weird. Looks like everyone else on my end is disconnected from the roll 20. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah,
Red bar.
same.
Oh dear, red bar.
Yeah,
Okay, so it's not just me.
red bar here too.
Yeah, that's unfortunate, but yeah. Let's see here.
Normally, when I red bar, it doesn't remove everyone from the campaign.
Yeah, I think it
might
was
just
a
be an
simultaneous
outage.
red bar. It was just.
Oh,
Yeah.
there we go.
Yep.
Yeah, I think it just might be an outage on their end.
Yeah, it might have been.
Let's see. Alright, so. Alright. Okay, so. Make an Arcana, or. Yeah, make an Arcana check for me, Flutter, for Vera. To attempt to actually make contact with your quote unquote patron, not really patron.
33.
33. You meet a heavy amount of resistance almost as you try to. That's the thing with paladins. It's generally it can be quite easy unless the entity does not wish so to actually contact them without using any sort of spellcraft or anything like that. But despite it, you're able to come up with the appropriate runes and the such to suffice for any sort of knowledge that you may lack in certain areas, allowing you to actually make contact with it, as your vision is entirely black throughout the entire conversation. What do you request of them?
I want answers.
About.
What is this thing? Where did it come from? And what does it have to do with my people?
You know what it's called. You know what it is. It simply responds in regards to what it means to your people, your family. They are not at liberty to say, as for some reason they don't remember themselves, nor do they remember themselves. They know as much as you do.
And why do you keep trying to block me?
They'll not attempt to sympathize with a creature that is not that exists in simply one dimension, but put into simple terms in a way for you to understand. What if you found out that you had some sort of prior engagement that you that you do not recall ever making, and knowing that they're still drawing something from you, blood, power, currency, whatever. When they say blood or power, it's sort of like at once. It's like trying to associate some concepts for you to something to them. Essentially, power, currency, blood, uh, from them without them even knowing for years, centuries, aeons.
And I would rather know about it.
They do know about. They do know of it. They know of you. They are, as they say, looking into it as you examining, hunting, whatever person, entity, spirit, monster, god anchored them to you and your family, bloodline, lineage, kin.
And what of my sister?
Interesting. She was the first to actually make contact before before she argued, debated, exchanged, uh, made a pact to, in the case of her demise, uh, grant you the ability to draw power from them, with very little regard for without affecting your possible afterlife demise, death.
Why? What does she have to do with it?
Everything, nothing, something. Again, with the way it's quote unquote communicating, it's like trying to bring up concepts to you that for it that would make sense from your perspective, but to them, very alien. Think like a telepathic almost, but instead of words, quote unquote, hearing the words, it's almost as if you're thinking of them. Like intrusive thoughts or daydreaming.
What happened to her? What? What is it that killed her?
Sacrifice, hunting, investigation.
Explain.
Ritual of some sort was performed when she was hunting, investigating, rediscovering something that should uh, was once forgotten for a long time. You know them to be Caliber. However, it appears that in terms of their involvement, they are innocent, uninvolved, unknown, unaware of your sister's demise, or at the very least, they're not involved. At least they are not responsible.
Why was Sarah taking out Caliber?
Orders hunting for for us, despite our disagreement, disposition, disgust of the methods they chose, of the choices of what she discovered. They would rather she not hunted them down at all.
Orders from who?
Mortals, you generals, servants, people. You met them actually recently, several weeks ago, on a boat when you were rescued, recruited by a certain government official. After all, who else would care more about the hunting down and tracking of such a dangerous cult organization, faith, than the living embodiment, representation, avatar of justice, good, zealotry?
Out of character, what is this make any sense to me?
Uh, make a general intelligence check. For your character, if you know them, then 7. It doesn't quite make sense. They're saying that you know them, but the only people that you met were literally a spokes the were one the apparently Flint's girlfriend, which you doubt that she's responsible. So she only recently joined the Avrani Union. The other one would be, oh god, let me pull up the name of the deity again. Yeah, the high priestess of the Iamete clergy.
Who's that again?
You were not given a name, just their title. If you want, you can make a history check. Back in the boat, the person who had Norlai join your group,
Oh yeah.
32. You know that it's not really all that uncommon for the Imid clergy to keep the identity of their high priest or high priestess essentially hidden in terms of their identity, mostly to prevent other evil-aligned organizations or even other organizations entirely from getting the upper hand. Because if they can find out who they are, they can probably find out who matters to them, that sort of thing. Try to hold leverage over them that way.
So I'm living embodiment of justice as Sarah. Hunt down other.
You do know that they are more often than not, they're almost always Azamar of Iamid. And but nobody knows if the Azamar of the everyone as of recent does believe that the Azamar of Iamid is the high priestess of her of the Iamid clergy.
And who's I need again?
Goddess of, let's see here. She is a goddess of let's see here, honor, justice, rulership, and valor. And her worshippers are often paladins, knights, and warriors.
So wait. The implication here is the priestess gave Norlac worship embodiment of I.
Possibly.
Okay, that's something worth discussing.
It's a bit odd, though. They mention there's a prophecy ritual fate pre-written for the speaker of Iamid, or for the speaker of that of that god entity, uh, knight. The sh- the firstborn son of these of her will rebel and be one of the three gods of witchcraft.
Like good witchcraft, witchcraft bad witchcraft.
Depends on the perspective opinion. D- but combat is good when used in the hands of a restrained and disciplined warrior. No. Fire is useful when it's used to heat food, to forge tools, to protect. They are simply a force, just like water, earth, air, gravity, existence, nothing, the void, the light.
So basically I'm taking away from this is you still hear me?
Yes,
Basically what I'm taking away from this is that Oliver is innocent, at least, and that uh this priestess might be the representative of IMD, and it's supposed to be a secret to track down this element.
yes. Though she may end up giving you answers, steps, direction. If you survive,
I that's so would she accept this release?
perhaps. How else do you think those those death black bullets of hers are made? gods. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
So they say gods, entities, powers are strong, mortal, and exist almost despite all attempts. But they're not infallible, uncorruptible. They need power, and you carry it in your hands, so to speak. Not literally, but figuratively. The knowledge, the ability to convert those into objects of power, magical items, exists in of substantial form, beyond that of artifact, beyond that of of your standard magical item, tends to exist between your mages and gods. It is only gods, though, that can simply that can pull from it with using only soul coins or faith. The caliber, as of recent, is their clergy faith cult is small, so she relies on soul coins as of now, as of recent.
So if I give her soul coin, that means I can.
Yes, and if you use those on something you want dead, eliminated, then she can grant them to you without repercussion. Aside from those that would result from such an action. Also, hello there, Mask.
Alright, thank you. And we'll
Mask?
Yeah, she won't expect anything. Caliber will, in exchange for soul coins, give you a black bullet. But as of any of the consequences, she will not protect you.
I
From
heard
those.
you.
no, I mean like in exchange.
Wait, what's going on now? It's...
Yeah, sorry. Can you repeat that, Flutter?
No, but well, I wouldn't be buying bullets. I'd be buying things.
She may be able to provide those to you in exchange, albeit cheaper. If in exchange for a soul coin, using soul coins in exchange for knowledge.
Honestly, we should just hang on to those soul coins like I said we're going to.
I mean, there's enough we can splurge, or we can do a little splurging.
Yeah.
Almost
you don't know
200.
exactly how much
Yeah, but I mean also.
the price she'd be asked for.
Aren't mine?
True. Actually, no, they're not yours. It's the chains, if I recall. Or actually, no, wait.
So the change.
Yeah,
No,
the coins are yours, Flutter, to do with as you please.
Well,
eh,
yeah, she was the one that found them, but it's the fact that, like...
It's the chains that are Hajime's and the...
no.
there's
I
a
have the
that's
blood. I have the
Hajime's
blood.
And the chains that are Norali's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Realistically, those coins should be up to just a shit, like, decision. Because those things
At
are...
the same time, though, they are a magnet for these entities.
I feel like, in my own opinion, like yes, it's hers. She found them fair and square, but because they're so important, it kind of bleeds over into the rest of the party. Because no matter what she does with them, it affects the rest of the party.
Yeah.
I mean,
Whether it
if
be
you-
good or bad.
Yeah.
and that's one of those key kickers. It's
If
like...
you were just using them to buy items, then I don't think anyone would complain about it. It's a
But when you're
general
trading
rise in
for-
your group's power.
Yeah, but when
Just
you're
like
buying
this, yeah.
esoteric knowledge,
Oh, you also gotta remember we did tell the guild how many coins we had actually had, so if there are any missing, they're gonna know what exactly you did.
I mean, yeah, but
I mean, I
as of
I
whether
don't.
or not you, well, considering the situation, they probably would. It kind of depends on the individual, but maybe they won't blame you. Maybe if a few go
That's a
missing.
huge maybe to lean on.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, when they told us every coin is a beacon spotlight for eldritch beings in 500 miles, and we have nearly 200 of those little beacons. I don't think they're going to be mad
Yeah, but
if we spend a few.
I mean, I again that all just
A lot of what ifs.
yeah, this is a
Right.
lot of what ifs. Like there's a possibility we could. It is acting like a beacon and it's drawing something towards us right now, but until that actually happens, we don't actually know, and we actually could be good. Like 10 days could pass, and then nothing could have happened in the meantime.
Well, okay, just think of it for a second. It took us like a few. If if there was some eldritch being after us, our protection system would warn us, and
Yeah.
I will
secondly,
alert you of after this because there is something coming.
right, and so secondly, it took us like 4 or 5 days to get to the spot we are currently, and I just think if there's some eldritch being who's after us, don't you think they would have a faster way of movement
Yeah.
than just
Unless
walking?
they want to impose some. Oh, yeah. You know how like in horror movies they don't do a lot for a while and then just leave you in that. Yeah, They might be basting the fear turkey too.
That is such a good. That's such a good metaphor. Holy shit! I am absolutely stunned. Amazing.
Yes,
But
that was a very good. That was a very good euphemism. Thank you,
yeah.
Flutter.
But regardless, I'd say we try to hold off on spending these coins if possible, because those could actually be used as a way of marketing to get the tieflings free from their pact. So, and we probably need as
And
many
that's
of
what I've
those.
been thinking.
And we're
You could
gonna
also
need as many of those as possible.
you could ask. Which actually, do you want to ask him or ask the abomination that you've committed about this in particular? Yeah, I mean, it's a personal decision, but yeah, you could do that when you want. But yeah, so do you ask? So how? Disregarding the ambiance Mass Duke is giving us uh, of dishwashing ASMR.
I'm about to give you guys some of my own. I'm making soup.
Oh.
No, I'm making a pot of coffee.
Ah, okay. So yeah.
Hmm.
My mom's a Nazi when it comes to coffee.
Yeah.
It has to.
Yeah, I get that way too, man.
Yeah. So how do you bring it up? Oh, Flutter or Vera.
Well, I'm working on the okay meeting this.
I'll let you know when his ASMR is done.
Okay, so I'm looking
Asking for their freedom using the soul coins. Again, if you think you should use entrusting your entity for something like this.
I don't feel nervous about that.
Edit your perception of some things, yeah. slow down your progress and your investigation into those drugs because they tie to them.
I think I'll wait on that and see if they can
Alright then. So
because I'm sure other people might want to try it.
fair.
Uh,
Yeah.
what is she asking exactly?
Oh, one moment. Yes, must in terms of what Vera's in terms of this, uh, asking her patron if they might have the ability to free the assassins from their pact.
Oh. Didn't I mean theoretically couldn't I ask my patron about that too?
Yes, you could, in theory.
In theory.
And I've already told you guys that I could get us a discount on Death Warlock.
Death Warlock.
I just hope I get to do something because we spent nearly half an hour or more on this.
Yes, fair. So let's see here. Right. So, is there any other questions you have for them?
Uh,
Right now, no.
All right.
mhm.
So you do. So as you sever the connection, it looks like not a moment has passed. Alright, and Master, I had Hajime look for material components that could be used for Noralize's hollow while you were gone for the first half of the day.
Okay, what does that take exactly?
That takes the first half of the day.
No. What is the material component needed for it?
Over 1,000 GP worth of
1,000
herbs,
GP.
incense, and what's the other thing?
Oils.
Yeah, and oils. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, because that should be. Oh god.
Oh god, crinkling.
Okay.
Sorry, making ramen.
Yeah. Just getting a mute for a minute.
I'll let you know. So,
That's fine.
And also, Mastic's Flutter of Mastic's ASMR of coffee making is done.
Yeah.
So yeah, I will gladly do that, and I need to talk to my own patron about some stuff.
All right.
And
make a survival or Arcana check.
Yes. Are ley lines a thing in this world, in this
As far
material
as you're
plane?
aware, maybe not.
Can you let them know that I'm done with my spawn?
Oh yeah. There was
yeah.
one, but it was very weak.
Whenever I try talking to my patron, I always try hunting down a ley line.
Yeah. You don't have any ways of aside from detect magic, you have no other ways of finding it.
Yeah, I need that feat that allows you to search for them.
Yeah. I would say though that there's nowhere safely within range of your campsite, because a few of your party members have that ability, but they would know that there's none that are close enough away to the campsite to not, be dangerous.
Fair. I will then. Did you say Arcana or
Arcana
Survival?
or survival, yes, it's your choice.
Okay. I have the red bar, so just give me a minute.
Very well. You have exactly 1 minute. I'm kidding. You're good.
I was the dummy and forgot to preload the roll 20.
It's alright. You're human. It's excusable. At least in my opinion.
For now.
For now. For you.
Does Norlay need anything done? Because I'm going to be a minute.
I was hoping to do my rolls for making
Yes,
alcohol.
so yeah, make your craftsman's tools check, or not craftsman's. Sorry,
Thinking about the character, but yeah,
another character. Yes, make your brewer's tools check to
35.
So, let's see here. So roll 5d6 for me.
5d6.
Yes.
Ba, 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 ba,
You have expertise,
ba,
right?
ba.
Actually.
Yeah, I have expertise.
So actually, scratch that 10d, another 5d6 on top of that.
Another 5d6. All right.
Yes.
Like I said, I'm making a particularly strong brew, so.
Strong and spicy.
All right. So.
Oh yeah, I did get.
Yeah.
Are
it's
you
fruits
you're
from
using
last
those the spice berries?
week. Spice mangoes, spicy mangoes.
Yeah, if I can find a way to sell those to make it so it has like it has
spicy
the
mango coconut, whatever the fuck they are.
yeah getting like having those be like an alcohol would be comparably useful if I can essentially make like an Anton Shrews Dragon Breath, or if I'm using it as a weapon, being like cause some maybe first degree or second degree skin burn.
I mean, if not, then you could at least use them to make some second degree cold burns.
It's fair, fair. But all right, so
At the
I
very
got
least.
17 and 16 together. That makes
Yep, you make that much in that many gallons worth of. So you start making that many gallons worth of we'll say for this simple hops, because you don't know exactly what what it'll taste like. So you're making some test food drinks for this, and you're close enough to
Oh,
some water source to
Oh, like some spiced mead.
yeah, some simple hops. It won't take
Okay.
It shouldn't take too long.
Yeah.
to make.
Once I finish making it, let me know how many uses that fills my tankard. Like,
It's that many gallons in total.
oh, so that overfills. So I'll have to
33.
33.
33.
Yeah.
All right. I gotta remember to buy empty bottles because like that.
Yeah. You could try giving the rest to your party members if you'd like. Let them sample the excess amount to your to test.
Woodchick just does the
How
gimme
much can
hand.
you hold at once?
My tanker currently holds 20 because it's an awakened straight, and that would leave me with 13 gallons.
Yeah. You could easily use like the outer shell of these fruits to make like little bowls to give to your party members and to your guests as well, and your prisoners/slaves.
Yeah, that's what I'm essentially gonna have to do because I think I only have how many? I only have like 2 empty bottles I can use. So
Yeah, make a just general survival check for like how many you can make. The difficulty class of this being relatively low because they're like essentially the equivalent of coconuts.
yeah, impromptu
coconut
cups.
shells. 12, easy enough to do. Just use your like a knife you have to just sort of clean them out and to wash them out with some water.
Yeah.
And yeah, with some clean water. But yeah, so yeah.
So now some impromptu cups, and I hand out the spares that I had after filling up my essentially tankard of Soltis.
Yeah. So anyone who'd like to try it, what's your DC for your alcohol?
Let's see. I don't know
It's
if you
10
ever.
plus your modifier.
Oh, 10 plus my modifier.
Plus your modifier for brewer's tools. Think like passive perception or something.
Oh, so if we're talking about adding my wisdom and along with expertise, that would be, let's see, how I gotta do. I think that would be 16. Yeah.
Yeah, it's wisdom plus proficiency, and then you add your proficiency
Actually, if
twice.
Seeing it here would be a 26.
Oh yeah, I
It's 10
forgot to
plus
add the
your
base.
modifier. Oh shit.
Hold on, guys.
Yeah, I
someone's
forgot to add the
calling me.
base plus 10. I was
okay.
like, my brain was like,
Take care.
I really want to. No. I really want to try that, but I'm not going to pass unless I get unless I make a
So
nat
anyone who'd like to could make a cons to unless you want to down everything, you could just take like a sip to get like a general taste of it.
Yeah, you don't have to
My,
take a shot. You can take a sip.
my poison immunity grant me any bonus against it?
Are you immune to poison?
Yeah, paladin.
I thought you were resistant to poison. No, it's disease, I think.
It depends on the subclass, but she could have resistance to poison. I'm fairly
Because I know that the base class for paladin gives you divine health, which gives you only immunity to disease, if I recall. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So you'd roll normally if you want to take down an entire.
I'm just
definitely
going
not
to
coconut bowl of whatever this is, of these.
I'm
hops.
just I'm just going to take a little shot. I don't want to repeat last time.
Okay.
28.
Yeah.
Barely you succeed easily enough.
Of course,
And you
Snorla's
take a
taking
sip.
proceed in their own brew. Double 18s, man. Even with the advantage, that was like.
Norlai, you think you might have accidentally made yourself some, let's see here, some Erytherian shit.
Good. Just like, woo, that's a stronger kick. Okay. Good.
So,
Good.
essentially, let's see here. Oh, yes?
Meanwhile, I'm like, oh yeah, that's good stuff.
Yeah, let's see here. So, I guess in this case it would be the equivalent of a gin or tonic, where it's in terms of its potency, it's got a kick to it because of the spice. It just knocks you on your ass if you fail that save. It's a burn to the throat for somebody who's just taking a sip of it. I mean, it's a bit spicy. It's got a bit of a spicy. Make it the con save. Make a con save for me, Hajime. Against the spice.
Even
Because
with
if
just
you
a
don't
sip.
suffer, because if you don't suffer from the alcohol, you'll suffer from the spiciness.
Oh.
Make the save, insert fire, dragon's breath.
Oh
Okay,
my
23.
gosh.
Whew, you're able to knowing or hoping that this doesn't happen. You prepare yourself for it by downing a lot of water and beforehand, and then taking a sip. It still stings, but not as much as you now that you're prepared yourself emotionally and physically.
She's not in as much pain as last time.
Yeah, noticeably less pain. It's like a slight tingle. So in your case, definitely cleans your sinuses if you had any. Jesus Christ.
Oh,
Especially
yeah.
those who succeed the con save. Oh yeah, you can now. You notice you can breathe a lot easier. So, which actually translates to, in this case, with the alcohol that you've made. If you succeed, whether or not you succeed or not, after imbibing this drink, you'll have advantage on Constitution saving throws and saving throws involving breathing in, whether or not involving breathing in toxic or dangerous fumes. Hello, welcome back.
Oh.
If you need to breathe, so yeah.
Sorry about
It's good, but like, you mind copy and pasting? Like, give me that effect so I can copy paste that so I can save that somewhere.
Yeah.
Because I have like 20 uses of these. I want to make sure that if I have to use it on my own, I got it somewhere.
So, can someone tell me what I missed?
Oh, the alcohol is like, oh god. You know how like some people they sort of
Okay.
put a layer of lime around the glass and they just sort of slather it up in
And salt it?
spice. In spice. No, instead of salt, think spice.
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
spicy
Yes, I
spice.
do.
Yeah, think of that, but noticeably more potent. It's got a bit of a tang to it.
Wojciech being one of the
Also, make a
Definitely going to be
Constitution
trying
save
it.
with advantage because you're resistant to poison, and it would play into this.
Hey, Duke, do you mind? Because I did say I'm making dinner.
I can roll. Actually, no, you don't want me to roll.
No.
Thank you. Thank you for stopping me.
We never want you to roll. Not in this game. Maybe another game.
I was about to message Fantasia to smack you. Yeah, that would be threatening if I knew how to message Fantasia.
Yeah, she's a very private person.
Which is understandable.
So advantage on Constitution saving throws against harmful, advantage on Constitution saving throws and saving throws against harmful, against inhaling poisonous harmful effects.
It's inhalant poisons, whatever you call them, the aromatic stuff.
Yeah, which is still just as good because like dragon's breath is essentially like that, the freaking green dragons.
Yeah, I mean, not like we're gonna fight against a green dragon.
Yeah, but it's similar type effect. Where it's like, yeah. But that's good to know.
Yeah,
that was a good idea.
So yeah, that's benefits of consuming the spice. Because I know last week I kind of had to improv it on the spot, but now that's the benefit.
So what did I get roll wise?
23. I mean, or not 23. Bleh.
That was Hajime's roll.
Yeah, that's Hajime's. So Mas, can you actually? Let me see if I can. I need to make sure that Yes, you should have access to his character sheet.
Okay. Yeah, I do. What do you want me to roll?
Constitution saving throw for the taking the alcohol.
Spice.
Yeah.
And alcohol with advantage because he has resistance to
poisons.
Poison and poisonous effects. So okay, you stop rolling. Stop rolling. 21. That was enough. Jesus Christ.
I forget that Alistair doesn't have clarity on
watch check.
Watch tech, whatever. That's what I meant. Watch tech doesn't have
query toggle.
Yeah.
Yeah, so just keep that in mind for him. So yeah,
so 21.
21 does not succeed against the alcohol, but it definitely succeeds against the spice. DC, which is a 16, by the way. It's very potent. Ooh, lad.
Mm.
So it's good.
Delicious.
Yeah, you get
very
3
good.
levels. Yeah, you get 3 levels of drunkenness, and you have, but you're not suffer the ill effects of consuming raw spicy foods or raw spicy drink.
Oh, he's going to.
So words slightly. So coordination slightly wanes, but your passive perception kind of drops a bit. But you're not slurring or anything like that. You're able to speak normally.
So, I never told you guys what kind of drunk Warchick is.
Huh?
Party happy drunk or sad drunk?
Who is the closest person near him?
Let's see here. I guess after drinking it would be Norlai.
He pulls Norlai into a hug.
Oh, he's a huggy drunk.
Oh shit.
You're my best friend.
With Norlai, she's a chill drunk. She's like, that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah. And you've also had experience with all sorts of drunks in your line of work.
Yeah, this is why the reason why she's a chill drunk. She's just like, yeah, this is cool. It's like, whatever.
Unless they're not cool. In which case, yeah. So, yes, it's benefits from that. Let's see here. But yeah, Hajime, you're fine. The amount you consumed was not enough to get you, buzzed or anything like that. It's just for the taste. And
Yeah.
it's
Now,
pleasant.
now here's the question: how well
Pleasantry.
did the tieflings do?
And okay, share with them.
I'm sharing with everyone because I made extra 13 gallons. I'm sharing with everyone who's currently here,
All
except
right.
maybe the honey badger fish because I know honey badgers like
And
sweets,
also
not
and
spices.
probably also this, and probably the snake as well.
Yeah. Well,
So let's see.
yeah. Well, yeah. Not the snake either because that is currently keeping us guard. So.
All right, they have advantage on this. Actually, they're immune to poison, so they don't even have to. So they're literally just making the save against the spicy uh, foods, which is with advantage. They
Oh,
can't get
how
drunk because they're immune to poison condition.
Yeah.
wow, how sad.
Hey, look, I'm doing the same thing with you on tea, okay? No bully.
Little bully.
Or, well, with most Yonti, not all are immune. Uh, if eventually there's going to be a point where they can actually get drunk, but yeah.
Well,
From a single drink, they'd have to drink like a literal gallon at once.
hmm.
So to actually get drunk, so yeah. So for first off, they succeed against the spice, but they thank you for the let's see here. Oh God, I keep on forgetting the name for it.
We called it spice fruit, but we don't actually have a name for it. But
Spicy mango.
It's let's see here. In this case, they call it. Let's see here. They call it. Let's see here. They call it hateful bear. Hateful boar.
hateful boar.
Yes, because it's very spicy, and on occasion, if they ever need to discipline their kids, they throw it into a fire and hang the kids over it.
All right. Before I forget, how many
They
things
they also do that to themselves for training.
that help
Before
toughen them
becoming
up?
an
Yeah.
assassin. Yeah, essentially help toughen them up. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Actually, that's a good question. Like, what happens if you throw them into a fire? If they if
well,
they do that, if they discipline their children and themselves by hanging them over a fire.
Well, the thing is, with the kids, it's only when they misbehave, so it doesn't happen that often after the first time.
yeah. So before I forget to ask, how many things of the fruit did I use up making this alcohol? Because I had 34 of those.
Yes, you used only 20 of that.
Okay.
Because it's mostly water, you're experimenting with it, you're to get like a taste for the stuff.
Okay. Just want to make sure.
Was there any seeds?
Well, yeah, there's gonna be plenty of seeds. So
Yes, let me just roll here, myself. Let's see.
I gotta add those in my inventory.
Assuming you extract them,
Yeah.
you have... That's what they call it, the hateful boar seeds.
Oh.
Unless you want to call them spice fruit, in which case that's also fine.
No, it's like I was
It's a
spelling
literal
boar wrong.
translation.
My brain was like, oh, I spelled boar wrong. Good.
Yeah, you're good. That's what they call it, keep that in mind.
So-
Whether or not you want to call it something else is completely different. It's like a cultural thing where translations doesn't have to be one-to-one.
No, it makes sense because it's like it starts off sweet, but then it ends in spicy. So it's like
Yeah.
it ends with the spice anyway. So that's 42 seeds. So that's plenty to cultivate easily.
Oh yeah, that's plenty to make for at least some crops.
Oh god, if I can get another awakened pot, I can make one. Like I can make it a freaking awakened version of that of like that plant.
I mean, if you want to do that, you could probably subcontract a druid to do something with that, but we'll not get too distracted.
Yeah.
So yes, you make the alcohol. It's generally very good. It's very potent, and it's not nearly Erytherian tier. It's very potent, but it doesn't get you like really drunk. That sort of thing you have to go to Eryther and probably learn from the alcohol makers there.
Yeah.
Essentially, yeah, they have a thing where you roll an additional d6, and on top of the levels of drunkenness, they also gain that additional level of drunkenness. It's very,
Hmm.
whoa, yeah, very dangerous. That's why it's illegal in most parts of the world, except in Arether, because they need it. It's a necessity. They need to get hammered with all the shit they have to deal with. That being said, so let's see here. The serpent will, the rattlesnake, whose name I forgot. God damn it, why?
It has
Will
a
start
name.
will start rattling their tail, and start sort of digging a little bit into the ground and drawing out something. Several things, actually. All right, let's see here. First one, let's see here. Let's see here. You see a drawing. If this thing will stop being so slow. You see a tan woman wearing what appears to be scale armor that does resemble, at least in your world, a harpy with gray wings.
Is
In
it
one hand she's wielding a javelin, and I'll just post the image in Thursday group chat.
which direction is the snake indicating where it's coming from?
It only tells you whether or not they're hunting you down,
Oh,
if
okay,
they
so
are actively looking for you. And you receive this name from, and written underneath in common is this.
Oh, another one of these animal lords.
Queen of Birds.
Yep, that is the title that she is known by.
Yeah, so this is at the distance of 100 feet away that are trying to approach us, right?
Well, not 100 feet away. It's
Oh,
if they're
Isn't it
looking
like
for you in general,
oh, okay.
I thought it was like 100 miles or something. Every potentially hostile creature.
no.
I'm trying to remember
If
specifically too.
any entity on this world is hunting you down, this snake will let you know who they are and what they look like, or rather, their name and what they look like.
Oh,
Oh, so this it's confirmed that this woman is hunting us down.
Yes, your group in particular, you guys in particular.
okay, so
This Queen of Birds in Thursday group chat
all right,
appears to be a harpy.
yeah,
But yeah.
they could be hunting us down in the sense of they want violence, or hunting us down to ask us questions, because it's very loose term of hunting.
Yes.
Hunting as in violence, or is it like
They're
what's?
just looking for you, looking.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. They're
So they could be just for
Well,
looking for
they're-
us, not
ill will or
actually
something.
looking to kill us.
You also receive another name
Oh boy.
for another entity. This one, noticeably, not queen. It looks like. It's actually a male elf-looking entity with a sort of watery robes and blue hair and a crystalline crown atop their head. As over here, this one is referred to as the River King.
River King. It's like sees River King,
Huh.
looks at like Honey Badger fish and be like, "Oh, I hope he's not pissed I took one of his animals."
And the
So-
last one,
oh, okay. There's three.
you see a rat folk, or actually no, a mouse folk looking man, not wearing any other clothing aside from a belt and a shawl, and a dueling cloak, and some pieces of jewelry. Certainly for Vera, this is I mean, it's not
Hey.
uncommon for mouse folk to not wear pants or shirts because of the whole fur thing. But even then, like
Okay.
the lack of clothing they have, it's kind of pushing it. It's like it's on the tier of of bikini armor levels of obscene.
It's super sexy flares. He's wearing nothing at all. Nothing at all.
Almost
Nothing at
almost
all.
nothing at all. They're literally just wearing a belt and a that, and you receive the name for this one.
Mouse King.
Yep,
Huh.
definitely not. This is the first time you've heard of this.
Do I know of the River King though? Because
No,
outside,
this again,
no.
new, completely new entities. you're
Yeah,
dealing
so
with here.
none of these are familiar to any of us, essentially.
Yeah, outside of game, I know what the River King is. He's a Fey Lord, but
Yeah, but here in this setting, you don't know. And actually, lastly,
Oh god, there's more.
you get one last entity.
That's what you
Another
said
lord?
last time.
Sorry.
No, I'm kidding.
Oh,
It's
it's
perfectly fine. I'm just giving you shit.
yeah.
You see this sort of human-looking man with beast-like claw on one hand. He appears to be wearing very similar attire to, at least in your perspective, sort of modern fashion. Just here we go. As this is, you know them as this their name and their title and the thing.
King.
It's crumbs.
Yes.
Oh.
Oh, actually, shit, almost forgot this one too. I'm so sorry. Forgot about. I had to go through the list with the images, with a verbal descriptor. So yeah, you also see appears to be a last. Yeah, let me check here. Yes, definitely the last one. Yeah. The only description that you could probably have would be monkey. I think
It's a monkey.
wearing robes and
Are
pants.
we returning to this monkey?
No, he's coming to you. I'm coming for you.
Oh god.
Oh, he's like a Sun Wukong sort of character.
Yeah.
Kind of, yeah. He's very similar to a Wukong in your world, but definitely some differences, like the staff. Not a real bow staff, like an actual, that. It's like a noticeably different in appearance. Certainly some of the design, some aspects of it, very similar. And again, name, Monkey King.
Monkey. Just seeing all these people spread out and be like, well, we became popular really quick.
I think.
There's a lot of kings.
Well,
These
we
are
are a
pro-
good-looking group, to be fair.
Well, these are the LGBTs who are after us. Just remember.
Your servants or the assassins sort of chime in and say that they're surprised that the Bat King is not interested in your group, or the Bear King.
Like, I'm thinking about it for a moment, looking at them, but I'm just thinking to myself, like, give it a moment. I'm just waiting to see if the snake all of a sudden draws those two people.
Nope, not at all.
It's like, okay. They didn't jinx it. Thank God.
Though to be
Actually-
fair, the Queen of the Night has been missing as of recent. The Snow Queen exists farther up north, and as such, we don't see her all that often at all. Ever since those misty walls appeared.
Snow Queen.
Yes.
Well-
Above game, do I know anything about the Snow King being a servant of Jack Frost? Because that sounds like
the Queen of the Snow. You have a Queen of the Winter Court, but not a Snow Queen. Like she's often referred to it as that, but
Not
in fact,
literally.
It's even definitely not literally the Snow Queen. She's referred to as her actual title, the Queen of the Winter Court.
Yeah.
And
During the
actually,
most
this definitely
recent,
turns some. This turns ahead from your divine patron, Norlize. Wait, there's another person. There's another Winter Court Queen here. Shit, this will be fun. Well, the walls managed to fall down. Actually, Norlight, leave that hollow just in case if so I can speak to this Snow Queen of the future.
The hollow I left in the snake serpent's den? Yeah, that's easily said and done.
Yeah, thanks. He'll relate to you that he'd like to spread his influence here to meet this entity and possibly make an alliance. Because if they are anyway like the former Winter Court Queen, then yeah, she can be trusted. She can definitely be a useful ally.
Yeah.
But again, here's to hoping.
Okay. I do want to ask them. I'll go to like, the assassin slaves. Uh, since you're denizens of here, what can you tell us about these lords that are now after us?
It makes sense that the Queen of Birds it might be hunting you down, since she and the Queen of Snakes are, well, they're essentially the enemies. The Queen of Serpents hates the Queen of Birds, and vice versa. As so, they're most likely because you've aligned yourself with her, going to be hunting you down and try to kill you in some way, shape, or form. But because of the warding given to you by the Queen of Serpents, you won't have to worry about being hunted down or harassed by birds, unless they're directly under the control of the Queen of Birds. In which case, you have different problems. You have worse problems than that. In terms of the River King, it's probably some passing interest. You guys are near a stream, so with you being so close by, as well as the coins that you have, they likely just want an audience with you to see what you are. The Mouse King, oh yeah, he hates the guts of the Scorpion King, of the Scorpion Queen, so they probably want to make an alliance with you. More often than not. And seeing as that you have a mouse person with you, as they gesture towards Vera, they probably want to see who she is, and probably extend courtship towards them. Since the Mouse King is the only one of his kind here. The only that matters between royalty in with when it comes to achieving more wealth. Well, they don't know that he's always been here. He is also the only wielder of the needle blade. Essentially, a rapier. That's a rapier. So, though for a civilization that probably hasn't invented the rapier, makes sense that would be what they call it.
Yeah. So.
Moonlit King, he is interested in everyone. But he's generally not someone you would trust. He hasn't aligned himself with the teeth woman. They say sort of like scornfully because they may serve the Scorpion Queen. They're not fans of her alliances. It's kind of like those things where with co-workers and shit like that.
Yeah. May work with them, but they may not like them, kind of deal.
Yeah. Essentially, he's actually in terms of he's actually a nice person. what they've heard, uh, he's essentially neutral good. He's very kind, he's very thoughtful. Despite making deals and contact with shadow creatures and demons.
So that's Monkey King or Moonlit King?
Moonlit King.
Okay, so okay.
Monkey King, they don't. Nobody fucks with the Monkey King. He's a wild card. They. How do I put this? He's essentially just. If he's interested in you, either one of two things is happening. Either you did something to him, and it could be even the slightest thing as stepping on this one branch that he really liked and was planning to make into a staff, or something as benign as like, oh, you said something, I don't like it. I want to see you so I can talk to you face to face, sort of thing.
Yeah.
He's a rogue element. He likes alcohol though, so maybe because of your things, what you've been doing, he might just be taking interest in what you've been making.
Yeah, I have a feeling because with Norlai sharing alcohol beverage with that
He likes alcohol.
yeah, with that one guy who ran off the bottle, like after sharing. I can't remember his name. Like
Master Interior background.
yeah, I got we're hearing a TV background noise there, Mascor. Whoever's watching YouTube noise.
Oh,
Okay.
TV might be a little loud.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just a bit.
That being said, but yes, those are in regards to most of the entities here. It's a mixed bag, good and bad. So yeah, Queen of Birds definitely gonna be hunting you down to kill you. River King, they probably just want an audience with you because you're close by and you have all those coins. Mouse King, they probably want to quote unquote court Vera, because as well as for in exchange for the your group's wealth. Moonlit King's a bit of a bro, despite his elite, the fact that he actively makes pacts with demons and shadow creatures. And Monkey King,
Who knows?
he may just want to hang out and drink with you, or he just may want to fucking fight you for no reason whatsoever, other than he feels like it.
Yeah, no,
He he sounds like a bro.
Warchick just looks like someone say fight as he holds up his two gigantic fists.
Literally just Norlai and slowly goes. So it's like, let's see if he wants to drink first.
But fight!
He's actually around these parts about as close to a god as he can be. Though for all of you, you could probably figure some sort of demigod here. Very similar to that of the Monkey King back in your world, but
Yeah, Hajime would have. There's a very similar entity in our world that is almost a exact likeness of this man monkey. Whatever.
does he attempt to court as many women? Attempt to court as many of her people as
Yes.
yours does in your world?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the just drawn. I'm just going like, hey, wait a minute. I'm trying to think back to like what I know about the Monkey King back in our world or the equivalent.
Make a religion check.
Just like, hold on a second.
Actually, with advantage in this case.
Let's see how well I do.
17.
Or 17, actually. Yeah, sorry. In your world, the Monkey King is like, yeah, he is this sort of chaotic. Actually, he's actually a full-blown god in your world. Except for several things. For one, he actually does not consume the alcohol, and many of his followers, it's kind of like a thing where you don't drink in excess. It's kind of, you can enjoy life and all that shit, but don't drink to excess.
That doesn't sound like the Sun Wukong I know.
The But if you're the one,
No, wait,
if
you
you
became
actively,
Buddhist, so yes, that would be correct. Never
in
mind.
this case, unless you want to devote yourself to, you know, take an oath of like abstinence from alcohol, then I mean he's generally very appreciative of something like that. You know, that's a good thing to him in his eyes to restrain yourself in that manner as a form of proof of faith.
Hmm.
But here, he's just a mad drunkard. He'll drink and fight and beat the shit out of you whilst complimenting you on your technique. As I sort of elaborate further.
Like, honestly, I think you guys are well versed with Warchick to know he has like that crazed look in his eye that says he's down to fight.
Yeah,
But-
sort of like with Benor when she saw that demigod thing.
No,
Oh my god, Woltrek is DTF.
Okay, so
Jesus
Damn
Christ.
it. So Norlai,
Stop it.
just looking at the image and remembering a lot of some of these, will say out loud and being like, and note the differences and being like, if I was to take a wild guess, this Monkey King could be a son of Wukong. It could be a possibility.
A son or a relative? That's not a bad thought.
Yeah. If we ever
Benor
end up meeting him first, we can ask about it if he
It's
wants to
not-
talk.
Actually, Benor's actually, I had a roll for her. She rolled really low on one and really high on another. She outright says it's not uncommon for there to be cross-cultural strains of different entities like this across the world, across
Yeah.
each planet. And then she's like, forget I said. But then she realizes what she said, and she says, "Forget I said that. You never heard a thing." Exactly. She said it's not uncommon for there to be cross-cultural, cross-planetary strains of different entities like this.
And then she told you to forget about it.
She realized what she said out loud and told you, forget about it.
Alright,
If not for the listen to she has the sort of look at her like, listen here that you little shit, but then she realized, oh wait, it's Vera, like
She is a little shit.
yes. It's Benor. She's lawful evil. She's an asshole, but she's got a code.
Alright, knowing that these 5 entities are coming and starting to sober up a little bit, Alright, let's look to group like we should probably finish setting up barricades just in case they are looking to begin a fight. Just in case.
Yeah.
Agreed.
I forgot to make my survival roll for the contacting my patron.
Yes, right. So for you, this is like before all this happens. So you make contact with them. It's not a blurry blackness in this case. It's a sort of, you find yourself in a maze, and essentially you walk and talk in this situation because of the journal you've been reading has sort of been affecting your visions with them.
Alright. So, I have a few questions. I guess I'll go by an order of importance. These Scorpion assassins that we have taken into our hearth, is there a way possibly for you to break, you or any way you know to break the chains to the patron?
As you do so, as you ask that question, there's a moment of silence before they tell you that essentially, because I'm not doing the voice because it's kind of scratches up my throat a bit.
It's fine.
I know, just clarifying beforehand that essentially you're there. They could, if they had a solid enough connection with the things around this place, as this Queen of Scorpions has a very strong tie here. That limits what they can do in this realm.
Okay. So it's possible, just not in this world.
Yes.
Okay. Uh, secondly, how do I want to phrase this? Do you want to spread influence in this world? On
Just
this
a moment of
plane?
silence before they say that this place is ripe and pure, but it already has very powerful entities. It might be a waste uh, to attempt to do it in this realm, but he certainly will not deny. He won't deny the opportunity if you are offering to do it.
Because he just has to give me a blood, like a seed or something of his influence.
All right. You have like a small. Oh shit.
What were
There
they
we go.
doing?
It was armored. Hello, welcome back.
So,
Essentially,
I said a warlock patron that doesn't want to spread its influence. I'm surprised.
they
It,
how
it,
do I put this?
they
It
do,
might
but
be
at
a
the same
waste of
time, it's
power for them
yeah.
here because of what already exists. But they're not going to say no if you're going to attempt to.
It's a ceremony. It's like a graduation.
So
Mm.
yes, that being said, they will give you essentially the equivalent of an apple seed of influence. Very small, like a singular droplet.
Yeah. At higher levels, I don't need to ask. I can just create a seed on my own.
Yes, you could.
Uh, and now for the more personal questions. When we were at the Androgenes temple, she had a physical backlash to touching it. Why would that happen? What sort of influence do you have that would physically cause such a reaction?
Someone wishes for her death. Someone she has wronged. Someone with enough hate in their heart. Someone or something. But there's definitely a lot enough for me to be able to ward you.
Listen, I gotta close up shop.
Oh, wow, like that would have been passed to me.
Yes. Your patron does have a sort of air of somewhat a very small air of influence of a desire for revenge, and as well as apathy.
She, I thank you for protecting me.
Your thanks are not needed, but you're welcome.
And uh, I think the only thing left to ask is about the more power. Uh, asking for another. We before we even came to this different plane, material, whatever. Uh, do you have a task? I wish to prove myself for more power.
With the blessing you managed to receive for further down your lineage, they see no need to not test you. Once you
Mm.
return back to your world, or you will you will immediately you'll receive directions on your test. though they ask if you truly wish to further solidify your allegiance to them.
She does. I do.
Alright. Then you will receive it once you return, where their influence is far stronger, at the very least, thanks to what you've done already with the rose bush you've planted.
Mm-hmm. Uh, and she, that's it. And I'd imagine to leave, she locates the entrance or the exit to
Yes, and
the
ride the elevator up.
hmm. No, to the route to the patron, talking to the patron. It's a maze.
Yeah, essentially. Though in this case it's a mental maze.
Yeah. I just kind of want there to be a thing where she knows the maze so well that she knows exactly which turns to leave the maze.
Well, it's less that you know, but more along the lines of, it's like an instinctual thing.
Oh, okay. That it still works.
Yeah. It's like, not like you actively know, but you passively know from muscle memory and instinct. Like, no, I should go here.
I
Yeah.
shouldn't. Yeah, I shouldn't turn at this. Not this leaf that looks like Jay Leno. It's this leaf that looks like Hillary Clinton that I should turn right at.
I mean, that's an odd comparison, but sure. So.
You should never turn your back on it.
But regardless,
Yes, that aside, yes, so yes, you eventually come to a. So, do you have any further questions for them?
No.
All right. And as eventually as you find the exit, you forget what you saw, what the exit is, as you return back to your current existence. For you, time doesn't appear to have stopped. You also then have a similar the same conversation that happened just a few minutes ago, but yeah, with the
Mm,
alcohol and all that, with the
yeah.
sweetness of the alcohol and all that. So yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I just wanted to get that done. Perfect. I'm good.
All right. Do you relate it to the rest of your party?
Uh,
Also, you do have the seed. Still.
yes. I will tell them that uh, my patron is able to do it, but not
here.
would yes. There's if they accept uh the grove, they will. It would be strong enough of a connection that would essentially sever that link.
Woodchick wished he had a friend he could talk to.
Yeah.
Just kind of make one, silly.
But I don't like talking to myself. I'm sorry, that was in bad taste.
It's fine.
I
Oh,
know
I'm
that
not
feeling all too well. But regardless.
Yes. So yeah, that's yeah, that happens.
So
So yeah, she does, Benor does manage to gather enough logs, thanks to the hammocks from Wojcik, who she returns the hammocks to. She
Woodchick
manages
just
to
holds out
gather
his
enough
hand
logs
at
for one
returns.
side. Yeah, she manages to armored out.
yeah,
Mouse is dead. Crab Reef.
he'll be joining us probably shortly. If not, we'll add him. Be like, where'd you go? But continuing.
Yes. Yes. That being said, she's gathered enough logs to essentially cover up one side of the campsite.
Which is good enough because like right now our back's currently to the river, so like like another area is now essentially covered. So we'll just have to help her like essentially encompassing the rest, making a barricade when given a
Yeah,
chance.
So we have this bird queen after us.
Yeah.
Well,
Walls may not help, Venor says.
well, it's not like we have deployable ballistas.
Roderick looks away. Damn it, I knew I forgot something.
Just like it's like wait, pat. Ah, I left that at home.
Yeah, that is exactly what happens. Shit, I knew I forgot to bring
shit.
something with me.
Ah, shit. Here we go again.
Alright.
Oh god, I realized what I just did. Fuck.
Alright, so with it now being close to end of day after we've done all of this stuff,
Yeah.
writing off rations, how many am I actually writing off for the group, if, depending on how much meat Warcheck's managed to find?
Ulchek has gotten enough meat to feed essentially the people who need to eat.
So I don't need to run off rations.
Yeah, that being Benor, Vera, yourself, Flint, and the rest of the assassins.
Yeah, so we're good for the night. Got it. Alright,
Yeah.
so that's good. Alright, so do we want to skip the next couple days until something eventful happens and we just make rolls to what we're wanting to do so we don't eat up too much time?
Yes, actually, I would very much like to do that. So, first and foremost, just gonna take care of the end, unless, Master will be back shortly. Okay, very well.
Yeah, it looks like his phone might have died. Possibly. I don't
Yeah,
know.
mine was about to die. I plugged mine in.
Yes.
Yeah, or you could have just lost internet super early.
Let's see here.
We'll see. Alright, so what Norlai is going to do is just, like try to do our best to help setting up like a barricade for just ground coverage. Seeing how I'm done with making alcohols.
Very well.
Also, the honey badger fish is self-sufficient, right? Like they're hunting up their own food. Before I forget.
Yes, essentially.
Good. All right.
Oh,
Just wanted to make sure.
Oh, another person's got. Oh, he's back. Let's say another one bites the dust, but never mind.
All right. So.
You ain't getting rid of me that easily. You know that.
All right. So is there any role from me you need to do to help set up the barricade? For the coming days. Andy.
Sorry, could you repeat that? My fucking
Discord pulled the butt. All right.
Yes, it did a butt thing.
All right. Seeing how I'm done. Norla's done making alcohols. She's gonna offer assistance to setting up the ground barricade to make it so we're not easily flanked or surprised, just in case things go. If the people are looking for us, are looking for a fight.
Yes.
So, what roll do you need me to make?
Survival for this.
Survival. I'm actually gonna get proficient with that for several other checks.
Would you like me to give you? Oh, would you like that advantage?
Yes, please.
I'm helping out.
Yeah.
Auntie?
Yes. I'd say yeah, you could give advantage on this.
That's it. Then it's a nat 20.
Yeah, it's a nat 20. All right. Yeah, you managed to make a World War One-esque levels of trenches after a while. Use a combination of spellcraft and.
Oh my God! Did we even make little houses out of them?
No, they're just deep trenches that with like little dirt ladders you could use to climb up.
Handy.
Indeed.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. But that's
So yeah.
one of the things I got around doing is when we get out of the play is train for proficiency with survival. Because man, with
It's
a
very yeah.
yeah, it'd be really good in my wheelhouse.
Well, you can ask Lordship for help.
Yeah.
True. Yeah. Now that being said, all right, that's your thing. All right. Excuse me, I need to yawn there a bit. Alright, Mass is not here, so we'll, at least for the time being. So, watch check, what would you like to do for this next day?
Lordship would like to pretty much just try and get the lay of the land, so to speak.
Understand our surrounding terrain.
Alright, that would be
Yes.
a nature check to like get a general to map like or create a mental or whatever layout of the
Fuck are you on?
area.
What the fuck was it on core? Hold
I
on.
don't
Nature. Yeet.
19.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is 19. Yes, you managed to familiarize yourself with the rest of the. I'm sorry, my fiance sent me another meme. Yes, you managed to get enough of a layout of the understanding of the ground of the lands to plot out, escape ways, or familiarize yourself with like poisonous plants or any dangerous terrain that you could use to either your benefit or to their detriment.
Excellent.
Yes. All right, and with that, let's see here. Flutter, what would Vera like to do on the next day?
Oh, yes. Well, honestly, I'd like to wait on.
Wait on.
Well, first of all, there's that I want to do, but I might wait on it. Going to going to do more work on let's see. I'm gonna try again. That's how it works.
All right, another survival check.
And I'm going to suggest that maybe Sorala wants to help with Pearl.
We'll say Hajime can easily assist for this. Give you advantage because she's proficient.
Okay.
Jesus Christ, that was really. Yeah, you managed to easily get some. Let's see here. So you're getting someone who's has expertise in it. Let's see here. Oh. Oh my. Managed to get 29 gold pieces worth of herbs and oils and incense of for the hollow spell.
Only 29?
Alright,
Only
so
29, huh?
yep, 29 gold pieces worth, yeah. Actually, what was it? Oh, scratch shit, sorry. I'm wrong unit measurement for this, sorry. 290 gold pieces worth of herbs, incense, and oils.
Okay, that's a bit better.
Yeah, sorry. Alright, so. Yep, just keeping track of some things for like local resources, because eventually you may end up completely cleaning up temporarily the resources in your local region. You may need to move like a square away to pick up some other stuff. But yes, that being said, so alright, with that being done, that day end. Let's see, actually no, right? Yeah, he's not here.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
actually, let's
hasn't.
ask. Let's type it down here. Yeah, might as well ask.
Yeah, because it's still the returning game. It's not in chat.
Hello there.
Oh, he's muted. There he is.
Master, are you there?
Yeah, I had to run down to the front to get my food.
Ah,
Oh, okay.
I ordered. Did I miss anything?
Other people's downtime, for resource gathering. And, oh, a moment.
Okay.
Actually, I'll be right back. Go take my meds.
yeah.
Right back.
What did you get? Rice and beans. It was really hot in the hallway.
I'll let you know. Check this file out. I feel either you or what. I'll kill Roger. Someone better decide who's gonna die. If the CIA finds out we're all dead. That's not what people say, Jeff.
There's no way to tell anyone who is right. No, but I feel I do. Bonnie, here, tell the guy who wants to work I'm not lying.
I need some tea.
Yeah. I think these are. Check to see if these are yours.
No, it's not what anything is.
Only one clear way. No pillow-taking flashback. All these guns we can see and the other one on the top. I know a way. I can detail it now. Not so straight. I warned you, Roger, but they didn't listen. Now one of you is going to leave this.
I think this is yours.
What has to die? There is a way around it.
Yeah.
Let me go back to my home planet.
Forever?
Yes, that should work. And just a flash.
I need a fork and a drink, please.
Yeah.
Turned. What's going on?
Absolutely nothing.
Yeah, we're waiting on you so we can actually continue.
All right. Very well. Where was I? Or were we? Right.
Downtime stuff.
Yes. What is Hajime doing on her downtime?
I want to hunt down some stuff for my own projects. Like, if I can find another one of those velociraptors, whatever they're called, that would be nice.
Make a survival check. And they're not velociraptors. They're
Sunset Raptors.
yes. Thank you. Velociraptors have completely different stat blocks.
3 plus.
Ooh.
All right, you managed to find one.
Okay. I want to tame him because those. If I just kill him and take his quills or his feathers
Or its corpse.
or his corpse, then
Familiar.
yeah, but I don't think that reanimates. He's just puppeting it.
Yeah. That'd be correct.
So I'm going to attempt to tame it.
All right, make a survival check.
And would this apply?
Or animal handling. Sorry, animal handling. In this case, yes, you could use yeah, in this case, you beasts and plants. Yes, so you can make charisma-based animal handling in this case.
Yeah. Actually, this is a solid question. Wouldn't the DC be technically lower because any hostile animal is now not going to become hostile towards us?
Yes, that's correct. I'm keeping that to account. So thank you.
So it's a D20 plus 15 because I'm an expert. Am I an expert in animal handling, or is that just proficiency?
Double check. Always double check.
No, that's just okay. So it's charisma. Okay, it's technically a 9 instead of a 10, but I get advantage, so that cancels it out.
Yeah. So roll them die.
1d20 plus 9, rolling once, and then
Natural 20.
natural
All right,
20.
just passive crit. Okay. Every day we stray further and further from your gods.
First we ever found the honey badger fish. Now we ever found the Sunset Raptor.
All right, this one's particularly it's Sims for you. It is now your sim. You've successfully tamed a Sunset Raptor from a safe distance because, of course, getting any closer would have its mind-altering effects on you. So, yeah.
I want a pet.
It will it will only defend it'll defend itself and you, but it will not actively be aggressive towards anything else.
I don't expect it to. I just kind of want its feathers to fall out naturally. So I can make some stuff out of it.
Alright then.
Which, assuming that doesn't take very long, I would like to create a blueprint for a outfit dress that's using the plumage of the
I'll take a while because you gotta sketch it out and all But yeah.
Yes. It's just I'm just working on the blueprint.
All right, make a general intelligence check, or no, actually not intelligence check, charisma check in this case.
And because of my feats I get this advantage.
Yes.
Oh.
Jesus fucking
No,
Christ!
natural 20.
No, no. Just why? Why are you like this? Why are you like this? Roll 20. Last session in last week. No, yesterday you were monstrous, and now you're suddenly being nice to him. What's
Oh my.
wrong with
Okay.
you?
So for context, yesterday one of the players rolled 4 nat 1s in a row.
It was terrible. I feel
Ex-
horrible. I still feel horrible because of that shit, even though it was completely out of my control.
It was hilarious. He used up all of his resources, pissed off one of the NPCs.
I mean, basically called his dad a bit no, well, yeah, bitch, but also a coward and weak-willed. So, yeah, I mean, there's, yeah, well, as a part of the natural one, but still, it was just, come on now, roll 20. What's wrong with you? Did somebody piss in your cereal this morning?
But at any rate.
Do your parents love you?
So, what is
Oh.
natural
Beaten over the
20 for
head by
charisma?
someone? Okay, yeah. So, yeah, you managed to make a blueprint in less than a day, and as morning comes, or as a night before night begins to come, I want amongst all of you I want you to decide amongst you all to roll a dice. Who's gonna roll a dice?
Let me try, seeing how I'm pretty sure Mass used up all their luck.
I mean, who knows? We may have another crit up his ass.
Yeah, I don't know. I
Somewhere,
might.
somehow.
I just gotta reach really, really far and do it.
Yes. So, what die would it be rolling?
It would be a d6.
Just a d6? Alright, I'm
Yeah,
assuming
just a singular d6.
yeah, I'm assuming it's for whoever shows up first, so let's see what happens. Let's see how I'm the lucky one. 2.
Jesus fucking Christ, you son of a bitch! I didn't have this prepared at all. Shit.
Was it the
Fuck
Monkey
you.
King?
Fuck you. No, it isn't.
Oh.
Are you kidding me?
God damn it!
he'd have
Fucking
he'd
hell!
he'd have the Monkey
Damn it
King
all
done
to
first.
hell!
What? What did I get?
Alright, you know what? I can work with this. I can work with this. Everything's fine. Everything is safe. This is not cringe. This is God.
I don't know. You're being a little cringe right now.
Hush
Just
you,
spit it out, man.
Hush you, mister. I'm a wizard.
I,
Hush you, mister. I will more often than not play female characters and deny that is a habit that it always exists.
oh no, I don't deny it.
Sure, yesterday's a completely different story then.
I like how you're
Either
delaying.
way, yes. So, what is Vera doing? Before calling it in for the night.
I guess she might be writing a request for research grant back home.
All right. As you're assuming that you're still using the snail shell, you notice that the inkwell that you were just using is gone. And then you notice, as you sort of look back onto your desk, like, okay, maybe I could just find another inkwell somewhere around here. You notice that your paper's gone.
Well, I just wanted to ask,
anything out of the ordinary.
What about my fairy
Fairy. Let's see here. Right. You see, she appears to be eating a cake that, or not cake, like some fruit that was not there before. And she says, "No, I didn't see anything." Shifty eyes, shifty eyes, shifty eyes.
Where are my eyes of her?
Just make a general intimidation check. Well, you're using shame. You're shaming me.
Shame. Since
No
it's a
shame
familiar.
stat, so you have an advantage as well because they're your. Oh, okay. Then what would you use? Sorry.
Well, I guess we're still the intimidation by the way, but
The DC is literally 5. They're a girl. They're a good girl. They break down not in tears. They just basically tell you that the Mouse King came and bribed them with fruit to look the other way.
God damn it.
Who is the Mouse King?
He's using your connection with telepathic connection between each other. Sort of using your own sort of understanding of things. Is essentially a thief lord, a thief king, and sort of like this steals from those who have too much and gives to those who have too little. Let's see here. Mouse King is also still a thief at the end of the day. She thinks they want to get your attention by, well, the only way they know how. Okay. But yes, they essentially just, as far as they know, they're only expressing themselves the only way they know how. That is not violently. So, essentially stealing things from you, and being a little shit, essentially negging you. They're a little shit.
The Mouse King is using third grader logic of trying to get someone that likes attention.
Essentially, yes. Door was, in fact, locked, yes. Upon looking at it, it does appear that it has been picked. And by picked, I mean there's a hole in the where the lock once was, about the size of a rapier, or a rapier's blade. Basically broke the entire lock and just fit his entire arm through the hole and just
Wow, what a dick!
Exist in this world, or does
Jeez, what a dick!
This region don't exist.
Who needs a lockpick when you got sword?
Oh shit! Roll a general charisma there.
If only I was there to give you
Guidance.
guidance.
Jesus fucking Christ! You murdered the man.
This is how you kill the mouse.
This kills the thief king.
So what exactly did Fear say? Because again, I can't.
He must not be a very good thief.
Oh. I just imagine Kelso just came out of nowhere and goes, "Burn!"
Good.
I'd say that you guys are around to at least notice that this shit's happening.
Yeah. I mean, skip the burn heal. You're gonna need a full restore for that.
Full regeneration, more like.
I just imagine it's just like It's like, what are you talking about? Just peer out the side of the door and just see the mouse king just literally holding onto his chest, being like, my soul.
Jesus Christ. Murder the man. Desecrate his corpse, why don't you? Jesus Christ.
Absolutely ruthless.
So, Friday then?
Jesus Christ. I'm just gonna... Give me a moment. I'm pulling up a good thing here. Some change the ambiance because of their presence.
Yeah, so after
Does a full orchestra follow
Nope.
these lords?
Kind of, yes. Or at least
kind of,
they-
sort of, maybe, who knows?
Sort of. You start hearing strumming of strange instruments around you, and as you hear, if only I had a voice, if only I had a soundboard or something like that, because I have a perfect line for this, but I forgot the line.
Oh.
But I would have recorded it. You there insult the king, thieves. As you hear around you, Vera, and actually everyone would hear around them.
It's just like, I just hear that, and I just make...
Benor just looks over to Flint, just raises their hand and like, I didn't do anything.
Wasn't me this time.
Well, it's Friday.
You know what? We'll give you that. Yeah.
Mm.
Regardless of whatever holidays it be for you, I love my women like I like my spices. Strong and sharp.
Sorry, I had to do things. Who are we talking to?
Oh,
the king
is
of-
hitting on Vera.
Yeah, the king.
Yeah,
the
Hajime
mouse
just
king.
kind of gags. Hajime just kind of gags at that.
Fear's like, well, good thing I'm gay then.
Oh.
Just a momentary pause for the king, just like...
You kill. Second verse, same as the first. You just killed him.
Why are we committing what is it when you kill a royalty?
Regicide.
Why are we committing regicide?
She turns to Vera. What did you do? Why is this oaf talking to us?
Oof. Make a charisma check, Hajime.
Oh, I am so guidancing myself for this.
No, I'll say you can't guidance yourself for something like this, no.
Oh, I just insulted a man.
$16.
Strong talk from a weak young girl. Especially one who carries vengeance and bile in their soul.
What if this walks up? What if I told you all about leaving scraps around? It attracts rodents.
Make a charisma check with advantage there.
Can I give guidance?
Please.
No guidance.
That was amazing. That was a bar.
Can I have a 1-3 reroll for that one?
I'm gonna give you a free reroll on this one. I'm gonna give you a free.
Thank you.
I'm gonna give you this. Though HR would certainly want to talk to you after this.
Oh my.
The 10.
Okay, you still have your reroll if you really want to chance it.
Yeah, I still have my reroll if I can think of something,
Yeah,
getting a
that is
chance
a-
to speak.
Yeah, that is a thing. Racist there.
12. That's as good as I can get.
12. I'll use that. Funny coming from the man with no dick.
Actually, Warchick actually smiles. That's where you're wrong, and it's probably far bigger than yours.
It's not the size of the blade; it's how well you can use it. If you have
Yes, and you must get many complaints.
That being said, I must.
I'm sorry, I'm being savage today, aren't I?
Yeah. By the way, the DC for this is literally 16.
Oh, so I passed.
Barely succeeding.
Alright,
That
so
being said, your company of friends aside, and your preference changes things slightly, but not by much. I do offer my part to you. In exchange, I simply wish to be spread of that wealth.
spread of what? And you
Oh,
kind
yes,
of
you
were
said,
too kind.
that being, your preferences aside, your company I do wish to know if you would accept my proposal. A pact. Ability to draw power
It-
from us. Yes?
Andy, we cannot hear you.
Yeah,
Oh,
you're
yes.
it's
Give me a moment. I'm
yeah.
gonna go on my phone. Give me a moment.
Yeah,
So,
it's literally the
audio.
accent and the like you're and the fact that you're far away from your mic. It sounds like.
Yeah.
That and it's like dude crunching, and we also hear like Fox in the background.
Yes, one moment.
Yeah, that background that's coming from your end, Bass, is not helping.
Yeah.
That your preferences aside, and the company you keep out of the way. I wish to know if you would accept my proposal. Make a pact with me, and I will guarantee your safety here and beyond.
So you wish to make a pact with us?
Unfortunate. Yeah, you may want to. You may want to turn on push to talk.
Oh Lord. Okay.
It's unfortunate that if you're sharing a room with someone, it is
Yeah,
like,
I've been
but
there.
if it keeps picking up your mic, you gotta have no choice but to do that.
Yes.
It's basically like a broom closet or a walk-in closet. It's a very small.
Small room, yeah. It's,
Yeah.
again, out of your control. Understandable. Let's see here.
I will forget to do this. So
I'll remind you, don't worry. I built myself the ability to remember to press push to talk whenever I want to speak, to the point of muscle memory at this point.
So.
I will teach you, youngling.
Yeah. But
yes,
regardless, the comment I made. Yeah. But the comment I made to the king of like he's seeking to make a alliance with us or just Vera.
Just her.
Okay.
Mostly from an area of, you can very clearly tell, infatuation, but also respect.
Yeah, sure. Respect. Like he respects women.
With the high quotes.
I mean, it's his form of respect. It may not be your ideal, but it's kind of a scuzzbag in that sense. But still.
Yeah, so what was Vera's response to that?
Mouse.
Yeah.
Not Radfalk, as far as you can tell, or from the drawing that was made of him. Also mostly nude, but yeah.
And he's got furs.
Yeah, it's one of those gray areas.
Yeah. So, what was your
And
response?
albino as well.
Anyways, what was your response to his answer?
He says, listen, I'm flattered, but I really don't need protection. I've already got a pact with an elf combination from the stars. I've got the ancient mystical hero Kilo, and I've got some seven-winged guy on hold.
Hmm. A shame.
Allow me to comment.
A
She's
shame.
got a lot of suitors.
A shame. I cannot throw my proverbial ring into the ring. In which case, I only desire two things. One, at the time of your choosing before you leave, as I know you will leave this realm. I desire a duel with you.
Do it right here now if you want.
Not now. Busy at the moment with my cult. Especially in fending off the vile queen of teeth and fang. That being said, my hexblades are busy fending them off.
Which queen is that?
Let's see here. She's not any of the animal kings.
I thought it was a Scorpion King.
No, the queen. Now, let me pull it up here. I know I wrote her name somewhere in the chat log. At least I posted an image of her farther up.
Are you talking about the Serpent Queen?
No, not the serpent woman. The woman of teeth, or the teeth. Let me pull it up here.
Yeah, because I think it didn't make mention of
Is
this.
it that? Is it the Mimic Queen?
Mistress of Midnight Teeth.
Oh.
There we are. Mistress of Midnight Teeth.
She's
Yeah.
she leads the
You're all where you're coming from will bring nothing but destruction and plague and pestilence and all that shit.
She's the leader of the Aberrant Fae, if I'm correct, the actual leader.
Yeah. The woman that we were told to avoid. That's right.
Yes. I'll repost an image of her from field reports. I've had my cultists and hexblades fend her off. They've done so valiantly. At my side, I'm simply speaking to you while busy. Oh, one moment. There we go. Yes. That is my first offer. My first request. My second is that at the very least leave you with a gift. Your home, from what my master has told me, is beautiful and bears many bounties and many charming women, much like yourself. I simply wish to spread my influence, spread good teaching of the blade, and perhaps find out more of my past that I cannot seem to remember.
Well, I'm kind of wondering about myself because, like, you're the only one of us here tonight here, but we've got. I wonder if you have something.
Yes, you're the only of your only of our kind that I've ever seen. I
Actually,
desire to know more of where I am from, what I am, and to no longer find loneliness in such strange but beautiful lands. Yes, but I wish to experience it. I wish to see it with my own eyes. Simply take an object of mine and give it to one you see worthy, who can carry a blade with the finesse of the wind. That is all I request.
I haven't found many mouse like that province.
They do not need to be mouse folk. I do not care. I simply wish to reach out beyond the stars of this beautiful land.
That's fair enough. I'll have to double check the best things, but yeah, I don't have a problem with that.
Thank you for accepting my offer, my second offer at the very least. I will grant you a boon for not just those of your lineage, but your other of your kin that appear to be alive. You do have a sibling, yes? I can tell. They still live. Not from what I could tell. Maybe some portion of her, but not all. There's someone in your family lives, in your bloodline. Whether or not they are aware of it is irrelevant. Those of their lineage, will receive this boon. A boon of your choosing, of course, which is very simple. Will be essentially mechanically based. What Hajime was somewhat similar to what Hajime was offered. A boon to any future characters of your character's lineage or any possible relations from other sides of your character's family, whether they're aware or not.
Isn't all your family supposed to be dead?
She knows of, yeah.
If what you're saying is true, I know of a spell that allows you to find relatives.
If they're on this plane.
Yeah,
Except for parents, yeah. Your parents are definitely dead. You definitely saw them. Like cousins, all you knew is the village. It's possible. Oh, the parents are alive? Oh, yeah, sorry. Your parents are alive. Okay, sorry. You're just... and again, you also grew up in the village for most of your life, so it's possible you might have some cousins or uncles around. Maybe like faintly related, but not entirely. But yes, let me just pull up the list of boons. Because they will not directly affect your this character, but any future character later down the line. In future eras or past eras. So let me just... Where are you?
Oh, so that's an interesting idea. If you play a game that, if it's set in this world, but in a previous iteration, like in the past, that would also work.
Yeah.
I was always just under the impression that would go just for future borns, but not
so yeah, I'm making it a bit more flexible in this case. So there are 3 that he has to offer your essentially this character's bloodline. Let's see here. The first one is a boon of combat prowess. Essentially, once per short or long rest, whenever you make a weapon attack, you can choose to hit instead. Again, makes sense considering the entity. The second is a boon of speed. Essentially, everyone in your character's bloodline will increase their base walking speed an additional 30 feet, and in addition, they can use their bonus action to take the dash or disengage action. Though once they do something like this, they can't do so again until they finish a short or long rest. And the third, let's see here. Oh, come on now. Yes, is a boon of luck. You can add a d10 to any ability check, attack roll, or saving throw you make. Though once you use this boon, you can't do so again until you finish a short or long rest. So, which one does it sound like something your character would choose? Speed, prowess, or luck?
Let me think about that.
Because they're all good. At least I hope they're all good. They're all duelist themed is what I'm trying to have centralized with this character, with this NPC. I'll copy paste them into the let's see here. Well, yeah, you could feel free to look them up. Boon of speed, luck, or combat, or boost of combat prowess, boost of speed, or boost of luck.
Are these like in the actual
Roll20 compendium? Yes, or the DMG, but yeah.
I thought so. They sound like traditional boons that
Yeah.
you can get.
They're vanilla boons, but yeah, still.
Still, they're boons.
Yeah. I mean,
You can choose in which way they physically manifest on your character, if they physically manifest at all.
yeah.
It's additional aesthetical shit. You can make them have like heterochromia or something like that, depending on the entity that gives you this boon, any sort of boon.
Yeah.
Like for high.
Oh, Mas?
Oh.
You push to talk. You gotta hold it. When you talk, otherwise it'll cut off.
I know. The problem with push to talk is on mobile, the UI wants to move.
Yeah, you gotta move it up all the way.
No. You physically have to be touching the button, but it wants to move the UI that's around it, the HUD, if you will, and even a little
Yeah. All right.
disconnects you.
Yeah. But if you don't know what to pick right now, here we can come back to as we continue.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you need more time to think on it.
You could always say, "I choose this," but you can choose this at later point.
Yeah. I'm going to Right now I'm gonna stay. I go with combat pros, but I'm not sure if I actually.
All right. Yeah, later down the line you can decide to change it, but yeah, this is like essentially sort of like Mask can probably has a better or Mask or Alex or Armor have a probably have a better way of describing it, but yeah, it's a thing of combination of rewarding for long term play and further
Yeah.
building up on your character's family tree, so to speak.
This is it in long-term games. This is about the time where we start earning boons.
Yeah.
Boons are usually reserved for like 14 up, but 12, 13 is a great starting
Yeah.
point for boons.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like an additional thing for your character, for another character of the same family or whatever.
Yeah, so it's not
Like,
essentially for this character you're gonna be using, but it's for something maybe down the line you wanna like do.
Fuck.
Yeah.
You alright?
I
Wrong?
moved the wrong way.
Yeah, I know.
Oh
that feeling.
dear. Yeah.
Ow.
So yeah.
Dude, you know, I sprained my arm getting out of the bathtub.
Oof.
Oof. That's rough.
Yeah.
No, it's actually fucking funny.
Yeah.
Because
It's still rough, though.
it was really wet, and I stepped forward, and I thought I was going to go backwards, so I kind of put my left hand behind my head, but I moved forward.
Yes, the classic slip up. No pun intended.
Alright.
Yeah,
So-
and here's the thing. It was the last minute, like, jump my arm up and land hard on it.
Oh god, no, that's not nice.
Yeah, that straight up sucks. But
yeah.
You big dummy.
That being said, Flutter, alright, as you choose the boon, you hear a flash of steel ring out as something definitely feels different. Though not for you, but definitely something further down the line maybe is definitely different. So yeah, congratulations. You're actually the fourth person to receive a boon for future characters.
yeah.
All right.
Just think about for Norla, if she was to get a boon, I don't know if she would eventually get a family or not, but that would be depending on if she finds the right person.
It's
There is a possibility. There is a strong possibility she'll end up being single for the rest of her natural life.
yeah, it's
Yeah, but it's also to everyone else in your character's lineage.
Yeah,
It doesn't have to mean not just you, but all of your family members.
Yeah.
Will end up having a kid. So if you end up playing a gay character, it's not locked out of you.
Yeah.
It could be someone else, like a sibling or a long lost uncle or cousin.
Yeah, with Norlai's family, she has enough other siblings that one of them's gonna bound to have a kid.
Yeah. Well, I'm just here thinking, if it applies retroactively, isn't that a paradox?
Don't think about it.
Because they would never get a pack. They would never get the boon unless it's a paradox.
Don't think about it too hard.
Don't think about it.
It's Back to the Future logic. Go with it.
Yeah. So that being said, sorry.
It makes perfect sense because.
And well, you will as you make the choice of the boon and accept the essentially at least the second offer. You'll have to, of course, schedule me out of game to regarding the one-on-one duel with this man. But yeah,
Yeah, we have to preferably be before session, so you don't.
It'd be in between games.
Yeah, so that way you don't.
And there's no benefit or there's no detriment to your character losing. Just ahead of time. There's no detriment to your character losing in case they lose the duel.
It's
What if
fight
they-
to a loss, not to a death.
Yes, it's to loss, not to the death.
What if she wins? Does she get something cool?
Yeah, she might.
Because definitely she should get something cool.
Or the party. It depends on her choice. Again.
Ooh,
Man,
that
this
would
is this is why I'm hoping that things can go well with the Monkey King if we eventually meet them, because that be probably a boon that because if he's loving alcohol, Nora would love something from him. But that's if we can manage to meet him soon. But so, regardless,
Yes.
moving on.
Yeah, you never know. He could be the next.
I'm hoping. I'm crossing my fingers that we get to do.
I
this.
will say though that if no matter whom you're going to be facing, it's going to be a one-on-one session duel because that's what they're going to request.
Yeah. But regardless, ready to move on.
Yes. So as that happens, you hear a flash of steel being drawn from its sheath, sort of putting you on edge as you hear something land in front of you, Vera.
Oh, by the way, can I have my dissertation back?
Well, take a look as in front of you is a neatly set up and mostly untouched, dissertation with an inkwell on one corner, and on the bottom right-hand corner, you see a small ring. It's not for you. You've already made your intentions clear. This is for one you find that is worthy, as good with a blade, as good as they are, as good as strong as the wind, and hopefully faster. But I will accept whomever you give it to.
Okay, cool. Okay, I understand.
I trust your judgment, and I happily anticipate our duel. It will be legendary, I hope.
Finally, a worthy opponent. Or a better one.
Essentially. But yeah, with that,
Well, maybe.
yeah, you feel the whatever eyes were on you disappear.
I say the well, maybe part out loud.
Yeah, that's up to you.
I'm throwing the last little bit of shame.
All right. Yeah, he'll let this slide, or will he? Let me see here. Oh, I have to.
While you're doing this, question about the one-on-one duel. Does that include familiars?
It will, yes. It'll keep familiars into account.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah. No, it's just a little thing I want to do because after this story arc, I do want to give you guys a break while I write up after your both groups decide on where to go next, like last time. Give you guys like one-on-ones to do individual shit. But yeah.
Ooh, one-on-ones are always fun.
I personally would like to do that because it feels like this session I didn't get to do a whole lot. It's outside of just filling my tankard.
Yeah.
Well,
also striking a bargain with Jack Frost to let him spread his influence here, or at least try to.
Yeah. Well, I think that's essentially me paying him back because player ally is supposed to have a cost when I use it, and Norlai never actually did pay that back. So I figured with that it's square.
This would be making it square, you could probably assume.
Yeah. So that's what I figured as much.
Yeah. And let's see. Let me just try to get this. Spain Ambient Guitar Improv 4 out of the way, and put back the jungle ambience.
Yeah.
As
Has a-
good. There's that good shit. Yes. A guitar flick. There we
I'm
go.
a little tired of the Spanish guitar. Why do I feel like his name is like Ronaldo or something?
Alright.
Listen here, you little shit.
Alright, so the one thing is I wanted to ask before another day passes, did anyone do scavenging for food, or do I have to minus off rations?
You already rolled. Yeah, you guys didn't do any hunting, so yeah, you could mark off.
How many
I
rations?
I can do some night hunting if you want.
Yeah, because
offer
I
you
still have 35 rations split amongst the group, so I'm just asking. But that's gonna last for 10 days, so that's why I'm like making sure.
Yeah, I'll do some night hunting because I'd imagine there'd be some interesting finds in the night.
Also, sorry about the whole Spanish thing. I was dared by a colleague to add a stereotypical Spaniard duelist character.
Okay,
I
that's
figured the Mouse King would be a suitable enough fit.
Oh yeah, he's definitely. You should have made him an actual rat and not a mouse folk.
Nah.
well, if the Rat King would
And
be
he's
too
not
close to the
he's not
Nutcracker.
rat. And plus, the Rat King is something else entirely.
Yeah.
This is a plus. He's yeah. That being said, so let's see here. So yeah, night falls. The assassins do not see anyone approach you.
Oh, I was gonna an hour night hunting with my familiar.
Okay, make a survival check.
If my familiar is helping me hunt, would I have advantage?
Are they proficient in survival?
I am checking that. Push to talk. Unfortunately, no. I don't think so.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll roll normally then.
Alright, roll normally. Thank you. Checking, I appreciate it. You feeling better, Armored?
Yeah, I'm just waiting for my turn to speak.
Yeah, sorry. We'll go to your turn shortly. 32. You do some night hunting. You find worthy enough foe to slay. For the sake of expediency, I'm not having you roll initiative. I made that mistake last time and it lasted way too long. We'll say you bring in a fat enough not fat, but thick enough gator to feed the rest of your allies.
Gator meat's not bad actually if you know how to prepare it right. Should
Still
I just
have to
make?
cook just in case of you have to just cooking it over fire is not gonna and not applying any spices. That's will require like a cooking tools check. It won't. Don't worry.
Okay. Yeah, I don't have cooking tools proficiency. I'm a noble. What do you think? I had to learn to cook.
Luckily, Flint has that.
Yeah, he
Oh.
can cook for you guys.
Okay.
Also, stereotypical elf meme here. In
Yeah.
chat. Help,
Oh.
brother! I am pinned here. Brothers, I am pinned here. Sorry, I missed it.
Alright,
got
so-
that first time around. Yes. So. Yeah, you managed to feed your prisoners, so you don't have to, as well as yourselves. Those of you who need to eat. So.
So we're all well fed. Alright. Next
Yeah, oh.
day.
Yes, we'll actually do the next day, quick, and before the actual encounter with the next king/queen, we're going to well, cut it off there.
Ah.
So we're gonna do the thing first. So top of the round, top of the thing. Armored. What does Wolfcheck do for the first half? For the first half of the first half of the day. For the day. Armored?
Robert, you there? If you're talking, we're not hearing you.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Sorry.
You're good. You're good.
What can I do you for?
What would Wolfcheck like to do on the third day?
Warchick notices that everyone else has, like, little friends. Warchick would like a little friend.
Alright.
Let's search for pet.
You actually,
Survival check to see if you can find something.
oh, before he goes, I'm gonna give him guidance.
Okay, fine.
Actually, I was going to ask you if you would like to come with.
Alright, Hajime. Does Hajime want to do this? Keep in mind, it will consume what your character will do for the rest of the day.
You know, I'll do it because I'm really curious what sort of non-violent animals exist in this in the forest.
Come on, knowing my luck, Warchick makes friends with a thing that just tries to bite him all the time.
Right. So
Or just tease on him.
It's
I'm
the
a-
friendliest
I'm a
creature
dru-
ever. Nom nom nom.
I'm a druid from the sun from. Oh,
Right, and
by-
roll a d4 for me, Master Duke, because you did apply guidance.
yeah, and since I'm helping you, that's a nat 20.
Yes. So roll that d4 still. Roll those bones, as the kids say. Oh,
Okay.
there we go.
Yeah, there's a good chance that you might actually cap it out at 30.
Well, that's nat 20, right?
Yeah, but
Yes,
there's
it
always
is,
a
but
chance it
roll
might
D4,
bump it up to a 30.
Because the degrees of success
You-
is a factor.
Yeah, so
They're guidance.
yeah, so with a
Well, what do I roll for
Armored
guidance?
rolling.
1d4.
Armored rolling yeah, no, it'd be maths rolling
yeet.
guidance. You don't have to. Okay. Guess we'll do this.
So close.
One.
Alright.
If you want me to
29.
take, if you want me to roll it, we can chance it.
The die has already been rolled. Your fate has been
It has
sealed.
already been cast.
Yeah, but
Aw,
still 29.
okay.
That ain't too bad.
It's not a 30.
It was so close, but it happens. So what does Warcheck's find?
Sorry,
Finds fire-breathing T-Rex.
Yeah, my roommate's sort of knocked on the door, checking up on me real quick. So where were we again?
29 with natural 20 being
29. Yes. All right. So let me just pull up something.
He finds a very rare, one-of-a-kind animal. It hates him.
Hey, I haven't rolled animal handling yet.
No wait, he finds a dodo
Alright.
bird.
Oh shit! No.
Oh no!
I'm-
He finds half dodo.
He finds the horde of dodo from Ice Age 1.
Oh God, no.
I'm kidding. That's not what's gonna happen.
How many times did we try to kill Hefstodo?
Half dodo was indestructible.
Fuck, you're right.
Oh god.
language, but
What if he finds the swallow?
Jesus fucking Christ, no, that's not gonna happen
Yeah.
here. Swallow has not been invented here. It will
Aw.
be eventually. That is an inevitability. There will always be Swallow.
Just tell me what I got, Auntie.
What I'm pulling up here. So
Here's hoping.
Alright, Masked, because you didn't roll, I need you to roll a d6 for me. Determine the creatures, because I have a list of 6 creatures here.
1.
You son of a bitch! How could you? You betrayed me.
Oh no.
You were supposed to. You were supposed to bring balance to the force, not bring ruin to it.
What did he find? What did they find? I should say they.
And before he actually finds the swallow.
No, much worse.
Don't fucking tempt me.
God.
I can flex, damn it.
No. You know,
What?
as the DM, I have had to make many terrible choices.
The fact that it's like a patron animal in a holy city, how does that make you feel, Auntie?
It's not animal, or it's not a patron animal. It's not a god or anything like that. Just fucking pull up this thing if it'll decide to be nice.
It is at least an honored animal.
We'll find.
Sure, we'll go for that.
We're about to find out.
Yes, so.
So what first hell have I tossed us all into?
Give me a moment. This thing is being a pain in the ass.
I blame Santa Claus.
Sure, buddy. Sure.
Insert Jack Frost being like Santa Claus didn't do nothing.
God damn it! Why are you being so difficult? Roll 20.
Isn't Jack Frost on thin ice?
Yeah, depending on your iteration.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. Here we go. It's finally loading, so I can copy paste the image. It appears that Masduke is dead. Long live Masduke. So you come to a. You can only assume it's some sort of wreckage. There's splitted trees and shit everywhere. At least the two of you and Hajime. Jesus Christ, Masked. But, yeah. Let's see. Oh, come on now. You do this to me now. When after everything. Jesus Christ. Okay, wait. Hold on. There we go.
Now you have my curiosity, Auntie.
Yeah, again, sorry, this thing is being a pain in the ass to load.
Is it actually in Roll Compendium or is it homebrew?
It's Roll20 Compendium.
Oh, so just tell us the name of the creature. I'll see if I can pull it up.
Yeah, the thing is, I have the image here, and the name is just refusing to load.
Oh.
Fuck's sake, why do you do this to me? Every single time I want to do something cool, you always do this to me. I'm so disappointed in you, Roll20.
So you have the image, but you just don't have the name.
Oh, welcome to whenever I want to roll something.
First you have my curiosity. I that's my
I regret nothing.
Uh,
I regret everything.
hopefully find it soon so we can...
Okay, now you decided to load. Okay, so you see, sort of near the shoreline of the river, what you can only describe as a quadrupedal seal with tail that has a claw as well. I'll post the image in Thursday group chat. As well as the name of what the creature is. So you can look at the stat block whenever you wish. As well as the lore of it. As it actually approaches you. And, yeah, I still need you to make the animal handling check, though. Oh, Master is back.
You are adorable.
Make advantage. Make it with advantage and guidance. Oh, shite.
Oh,
I
well,
hurt myself.
that hurt me too.
Alright,
That's
roll a
six.
d4.
Yeah.
And a D4 because you still got guidance.
Oh, right. Hold on.
We can hear you now, Flutter.
Yeet.
23.
28.
Or 28. Sorry, 28. So, as you approach this monstrosity, this absolute abomination against the gods, this horribly adorable thing, it sort of looks up. You waddle up. You sort of walk up to it. Kneel and sort of try to pet it. And as it sniffs you, looks you're confused, and lets you pet it. As you begin to pet it, oh my god! It practically melts in your hand. It's like it rolls on its belly and it just looks like this. As you begin to rub it down. Not in a weird way, no. Just you pet it. You give it.
We get you didn't have to add that.
Yeah, sorry. But yeah, congratulations. You've now tamed, at least for the time being, a house sorrel. It's a weird pronunciation. Nahasodl.
Yeah.
It goes into its one kid goes into his storage unit and pulls out some dried fish and offers.
So you know that image of a honey badger tearing into to a burrito?
Yeah.
Yes.
Basically that, but with the fish. As it just grabs it out of your hand and just begins to shoot, just sort of chows down on it. Not like tearing it apart, but just nibbling on it and nibbles on it further.
And Orchid just does robot smile.
Yeah.
You literally found the perfect pet.
I mean,
Yes.
it's basically a sea dog, but with four legs instead of just the two.
Yeah.
Up front and the tail.
The best part is its category size small, so easily carryable.
Yeah. Yeah. It's also carnivorous, which makes sense why it was weird around you, because it would normally just bite you, because you're weird and you smell like flesh. Probably tastes good too. But you don't smell like flesh, so everything's okay-ish.
Orchid brings new tiny friends to old friends.
Alright. With that,
Meet.
yeah.
Do I know what gender it is?
Yeah, I can see the parts.
The bits, as it were.
Yes, the bits. The bits.
I have named it Ashi.
Alright.
If anyone plays Pokemon, you would get the reference.
Yeah.
Ashi.
Yeah.
Ashi.
Ashi, the badger with a hand for a tail.
Yeah.
Yes.
It looks at you and
Yeah, no, that's a better name. Apom.
Apom, yeah.
But,
Alright, nice. So, yeah. Its hide is black and rubbery. has dark bristles with clumps of sharp spikes that appear to protect it. Long tail that ends in the clawed hand, which it uses to grab and drag prey underwater. Kind of terrifying, but hey, you know what? It's now your friend, so congratulations.
Now
You've
to
caught a predator.
domesticate the shit out of it.
Yes, and get revenge for all its victims. That being said, speaking of things like that, Alex, what would Norway like to do?
Alright, seeing how I made essentially a prototype of this, of the hateful fruit alcohol, I'm gonna essentially free up one of my balls by consuming one of my beers and getting an extra empty bottle and seeing if I can
Alright.
make an extra distilled
Can't save
Yeah.
against your own DC.
Yeah. Consume one of my own beers as I'm sitting there crafting, trying to make a more distilled version of this stuff. I'm freeing up a bottle.
Alright, you succeed against your own DC.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah, because I already filled up the other two with the remainder alcohol that I assumed had left over even after sharing with everyone else because there was still 13 gallons.
Yeah.
Alright, so now I'm going to see what I can do about making a super distilled, super concentrated version of this stuff. It's like, alright, now that I experimented, let's see what I can do with this hateful fruit. And just try to see what I can do about just making one bottle.
Yeah.
So, brewer surprise.
Yeah.
That's 28.
Alright.
Well, 31 actually, with advantage.
Yeah, 31 with advantage. Yeah, you start making some you start mixing around some different spices and different materials you've got with the fruit, you know. Now that you know what sort of flavor it is, and so you can sort of mentally predict what to expect from then on and so forth with different combinations, but won't work. So yeah. Though because of how more intricate it is, it will take like a few more days to, you know, actually ferment.
A few days. Okay, that's easily doable. As making something stronger makes sense. If it takes a few more days to get stronger. Alright, I'll keep that empty ball in my inventory until then. It'll just have to notify me when it's done fermenting. I'll just keep my eye on it until then.
Alright. And Flutter, what will Vera do?
Well, I actually have to take a moment to, well, first off, I want to, do some more work. But first, I need to talk to Norla.
Alright. So, Alex?
And actually, no, I don't want to, work something the, most likely claim more, their successful talent spell.
Oh, okay.
Either way, first I need to talk to, Norla.
Alright. Alex, Norway, you see that Vera's approaching you.
As I'm just crafting and seeing her rushing, I'd be like, yes, can I help you?
Hey, you got a minute?
Sure. I'm just waiting for this ferment.
So when you first met back on the boat, who was that person that, gave you your mark?
Sorry.
Huh?
Oh, sorry, my roommate came in. Told me I should really hurry, but yeah. Sorry, at your pace,
Sorry, I had to turn down the bot because it's somewhat the crickets are extremely loud, even though I put the room bot at 1%. But What did you say, Vera?
Oh yeah, sorry. Roommate came in, asked me to know what's going on. Just saying I was finishing this up. So sorry, continue.
I asked, so back on the boat when you first met, who was that person who gave you your marching orders?
Alex, right there.
Yeah, I'm trying to hear what Vera's saying, but I just don't know
Oh
what's
yeah,
going
she
on.
said that. She asked what for Norlai. Back on the ship when you first met, who was the one giving you your marching orders? Which you know would be the High Priestess of the Iamid clergy.
If I was remembered correctly, above game, normally I was told to keep this personal and secret. So
You know of well, not the fact that you served under her at that time, but
she essentially asked
it's
me to
your
keep an eye on the group.
intent. It's her. Yeah, it's your intentions with them secret. Yeah, she's basically just asking you what your who you worked under, which is like not you know wouldn't violate it.
Yeah, so this would be a 100% honest response. But like, honestly, I work for no one. I am my own businesswoman. I am currently doing a small favor for someone, currently keeping an eye on your group, but I was told to keep that personal.
Well, that's okay because I actually think I know who she is because of what my training question mark said. Hang on, out of character, what was the name of the goddess again?
Sorry. Bird came. Bird flew in. Just threw me off. What happened?
I don't know. I'm still not.
Can you repeat that, Flutter? I'm so sorry.
I have to
didn't
completely mute the
notice.
bot. I think it's like fucking. Even at 1%, it's like that ambience is stupid loud.
Yeah, Flutter, can you repeat what you said? I'm again so sorry.
Let's just skip the ambiance, or at least make something different.
Sure, I'll just cancel it out, close it out, because we are gonna end soon.
Well, I just completely muted the bot, so I was like.
Yeah, there we go.
So I'm like, you know who she actually was?
Alex Norlai asks. Sorry.
Right?
I made. Yeah, I'll post the. The pronunciation. Oh, sorry, it's Iamide. Yeah, sorry, I mispronounced it. That's on me.
If I heard correctly, Vera is essentially asking who exactly I'm currently doing the favor for.
Yeah, it's the high. She's asking if it's the high priestess of the Iamide clergy.
Yeah, like above game. I am trying to remember if it was sworn to like asked to keep the secret or not. I'm
You're
blanking.
asked, but she appears to know. But it's her. That was the head priestess, or head priest of the, or head priestess
No,
of
no,
the Iamide clergy.
I think you're misunderstanding what I'm asking. Did the person who asked me to keep an eye on the group asked me to keep their identity a secret for now until I get a semblance of what's going on?
No.
Oh, so
not directly. They implied it, but they didn't actually say it.
yeah, it's implied, so that would be enough for Norlai. Just being like, I'll just look at Vera and be like, sorry, she like sorry that they told me to keep it private, and we swore it with drinks, and well, I keep those swears very personal.
That's understandable. I was just wondering because I think she might have met my sister.
Alex, did you catch that or?
Nope.
All right, she said that's fine because I think she might have led my sister.
Uh, did you actually answer that? Well, I will just
That's a
well,
shame.
yeah. Or I will just nod slightly and just be like, "Is that all you wanted to ask of me?" Or
Is
talking
that
about?
all?
She's the earthly incarnation of Iamide, isn't she?
Uh, yeah. Alex or Norlai, she asks if she's the earthly incarnation of Aimide,
It's like,
isn't she?
no, I just look up here. I just be like I said, sort of like, it's like swear an oath on death alcohol, keeping that like keeping everything about them personal. It's like impersonal, like. So nice try. Appreciate the effort, kid.
All right. So yeah, again, Vera, upon pressing further, she's not revealing the tragedy, saying that essentially kept an oath under her good name to keep their identity secret.
Understandable. But if you do see her again, could you tell her that I've got some questions for her?
All right. Alex, Norlai, Vera asks you that if you meet them if next you meet, to relay to them that they have some questions for her.
I'll make sure to talk to them about it and ask them about it. Sure.
Thank you. Ask her if she knows about a Sarah's tree.
All right. So, all right. Anything else you'd like to ask of Norlai, Flutter, or Vera?
No, I wouldn't want to violate Prowess.
Yeah. All right. Very well then. All right. And is there anything else Vera would like to do, or?
Yes, I mean, I probably should have asked her this in the first place, but if we can get a hold of the materials for a Hallow spell, would you be willing to test it?
Yeah. Vera asks Norlai if you get if they manage to get if anyone manages to get their hands on the materials for Hollow spell, would you be willing to cast it?
So I currently just have to wait for this alcohol ferment. I should be able to do that if you get all the materials in time.
All right. That's the response. All right. Good stuff. All right. And is there anything else Vera would like to do? Because asking the questions wouldn't take too much time.
Yes, I think I'll look for more herbs and 11 herbs and spices for the
Hollow. Make a survival check then.
with help from my familiar, of course.
Of course, you'll be receiving it. All right, 21.
Nice.
All right, you're not proficient, but that is fine. Let's see here. Okay, that's a good amount actually. Yeah, imagine finding 60 gold pieces worth of oils, herbs, and eventually you can probably grind down to incense. Yeah. So congratulations on that. Successful roll, actually. And I had to roll it on my end. Yeah, good stuff. Also, welcome back, Master. You there?
So how much forces?
60.
Hello?
Hello.
60 GPs
Hello.
worth of herbs, oils, and incense.
You mean 600, right?
Or no, 60. 60.
How is
Yeah.
21 more than a,
It's single digit, because I had to roll. Essentially, whether or not you're proficient in survival does affect the result. Essentially, how I'm doing it is.
How did a 21 gives me that benefit?
Proficiency. Essentially, how do I put this?
It,
So,
if you know what you're looking for, you tend to find it more
a lot more.
Yeah. Whereas
It's
if you're
degree.
Well, I wasn't proficient for the last roll either.
But yes, but you received assistance from Hajime, who was proficient.
And
So
this
it
one I
applied.
received assistance from,
Your familiar, who is not proficient in survival, but does know about the land, to at least make sure you don't pick out anything poisonous.
Yeah, it's one of those things where you may know of plants, but you don't know exactly what you're looking for. It is very tricky.
reaction because I feel like I'm the only one here who's actually interested in getting this.
What do you...
say Hajime would help out with finding the materials for Hollow?
I thought she already found them.
Well, she found some. She found some more, but it's like gold pieces worth materials.
Yeah,
Oh.
needed a total of 1,000 GP worth. At that point, it's like,
That's a
why don't
lot.
why it would have to be like Mask making the rolls instead of well, Hajime in this case instead of Vera making the rolls, because at least with their proficiency, they're most likely to find more of it.
Well, yes, they're already strained with making a dress and stuff and things like that as well.
Yeah, so that's
As
one of the
keeping guard.
things.
So yeah.
I mean, I can help. I can.
Then never mind. I will roll additional, because essentially how I'm deciding how much you find is going to be the total number of d6 equal to the proficiency bonus, which would be doubled if they have expertise in survival.
Which I am.
Yeah. So, with a minimum of a single d6 if you're not proficient. So at the very least, while you may not find a lot, you'll find something.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, would it be 10d6?
9d6. I already rolled the first one.
Okay. So okay. I am an expert in survival.
Yeah. Let's go ahead. Roll them bones.
Oh. I didn't realize I was rolling it.
Yeah, you're rolling the survival of the 10d6 because you gotta clarify there, Andy.
Yeah, sorry. I will do so.
Oh, I'm already rolling.
Oh, there we go. We'll remove the first one, so.
32.
Yeah. So it's 380 gold pieces worth of materials. Scratch that. Yeah.
380. Okay. We're getting there.
Yeah. You're easily more than two thirds there.
Yeah, more than a good bit, slightly over 2/3 of the way there.
Hey, Auntie, here's a question. Herbalism. If we break down some of these stuffs into actual, like turn some of the fruits into oils and stuff through like herbalism kit, would that increase the price necessary?
Yes, because you're refining it. Yeah, so but that would require a herbalism tools check first and foremost.
I am expert. I actually add my. I add
Add your
my.
wisdom to it, yeah,
Yep.
because of your thing. So roll them bones now.
Yo.
So that all right. Holy shit. Okay,
So that's 40.
yes. So how do I do this? It's a 40. So whatever materials you've gathered, you refine them to quadruple the price, quadruple the value.
So times 4.
So that'd be
So we got
3.
multiple instances of it because of the diligent work from Vera and the assistance from Hajime.
Yes.
So that's 380 times 4.
That's for everything.
Yeah, so everything that's gathered so far
So,
times by
Flutter,
4.
Would you like to elaborate how many of these herbs, oils, and incense have you gathered in total? So you're the one keeping track of it. Flutter, are you there?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
I don't know. How many together? What's that thing?
What's going
Let me pull up a calculator.
on? Yeah, what's just punch in. Actually, you can just do. What is it?
If it's 3, if the monetary amount is 380 times 4, that's 1520. Which is more than enough to cast Hollow with
Actually, no, it's 1636 gold pieces worth of materials.
So there's 1646.
16. I'll write down.
Yeah, write down the actual number of how much they found in total.
There we go. That much in oils, incense, and herbs.
Okay,
so enough for one instance.
Yep, enough for one instance, at the very least.
Is that before it's multiplied or after?
That is with the multiplier. Still good.
Okay. I was a little off. I was about 100.
Yeah, I could have sworn they had more, but I could have misheard how much they got in total by this point.
But I mean, that's more. That's more than enough for you to cast.
Yeah, I can at least cast Hollow once in this one area, which could give Jack another anchor, which would give might give him a stronger anchor and easier to come here. Spreading his influence even more.
Yeah. Next week we will be rolling us to. I'll roll us to whom you're either going to be pissing off or you're going to be conversing with.
Mm.
All right. You want me to stop?
Outright burning. So yes. Like in this case. Yeah. Go ahead. Feel free to stop the recording.
Okay.